dun dun.
Type.
So we waiting on Goat?
Goat will not be joining us. You're kind of waiting on me right now.
Oh. It's not a problem. Aw.
Like I said, I kind
You
of...
just woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, it's understandable.
Does anybody remember where we were?
Well, we always end up just
Yeah.
kind of dinking around anyways for this long.
I do, in fact, remember where we were.
Please do tell.
Yes, my memory is on point. We were camping, and we just talked to some knights about, why we were here. Knights of some order or another. And they were concerned about why we were where we were, and we told them why. And then they left. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did leave.
Oh yeah, I was in a tree ready to shoot one of them, and I thought, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And what do you know? It was.
We pulled a power card on them and they didn't like it.
Yeah. We used persuasion. We're not murder hobos.
You know, we could abuse the name of Stonehowl and say, hey, at every inn we're going to, hey, we're traveling on behalf of Stonehowl, give us a room.
In the name
You dare not give me your most expensive wine for free? Stonehouse shall come here tonight.
You dare refuse to open the register and give me every last coin in there? Stonehowl
Do
shall
you
destroy
know
your
who I
establishment.
am?
Well, Stonehollow was, and technicality, a lady. Nobody asked. She didn't like acting upon it.
Ah.
Yeah, I assume there would be probably more likely red flags that would start popping up if we did it too much.
Yeah.
It's D&D, you can do whatever you want.
True, we can. It's whatever the dice say.
But
And
I
the
want to
DM.
be but I can't be a Tarrasque-born.
Just a tiny
Unfortunately.
midget Tarrasque. It's like
Because
6 foot tall.
technically they don't reproduce, so...
Yeah, there's only supposed to be one Tarrasque. Ever. But still, think of it.
A Tarrasque.
What? You don't get anything, you just get to have a cool name.
I mean, if you wanted that, like, mongrel folk are pretty fucking cool.
But then a Tarrasque-born, they don't get to see a Tarrasque-born.
Hey, what race are you?
With the mongrel folk, you're not sure.
That is true.
Oh, what is a
Well, you could
mongrel
also-
folk
wait.
supposed to be?
Now, the question is now, could he buy a potion of change and just drink a potion every day and be a tiny Tarrasque?
That's possible. Mongrels are mutts, more or less.
Interesting.
They've got a little bit of a bunch of different bloodlines, and they kind of have an ability from like every one of the main races.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I'm shocked they don't
look
hear of
hideous.
this.
They
Oh.
look hideous.
That's why they're not picked, because you can't turn it sexy.
Yeah. That's when you breed too many dogs together and you just get a hodgepodge of ugh.
Yeah.
And it catches mange.
Ugh, yeah, ugh, no good. I don't like that.
It's got rabies, stay away from it.
Oh.
You mix a pug with a lab, and you get a lab with a slight pug face.
Ew, no fun. I don't like it. Why is it breathing?
Please end its suffering.
I forgot what dog it is, but there's a dog they breed it into existence that is so... I don't know. It can't give birth because its skull is too big, so every birth has to be a C-section.
No, its shoulders are too wide, and it's
Shoulders
the
are too
American pit bull. But
I
there
thought
is also now a breed that is a pit bull head that is an actual size pit bull on a dachshund's body. There's also a
Ew.
German Shepherd version of it.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
There are dog breeders that just say, "Why not?"
Let's see what happens when these two things have a child.
Really, they do.
It is, and it's like, okay, we're gonna take the
There's
most
so
fucked
much
up
of a
one.
science to breeding that, yeah, there are just people that just do the what the fuck ones.
And that's what you gotta be careful with the kennels.
Well,
That's-
I mean,
Well, not
you
kennel
just have to
breeders.
you have to treat every dog as a dog.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think there's only one cat that I would pay a lot of money for, and that's the Scottish Fold, and I want to buy it for my mom. Because that's been her dream cat ever since I was growing up, and she would absolutely love a Scottish Fold, or at least a cat with the fold ears.
Excuse me.
So if I could find a mud of a cat, but just the Scottish Fold ears, I'm sure I'd go with that too.
There.
Oh, that's what they look like. Oh. Now I want a Scottish Fold.
They are very adorable. Have you looked at the British ones? British cats?
Are they-
There's a famous one out there that's pure white with these just diamond ice like eyes.
Oh, an angel. Oh, angel.
Yes, and that is her name.
That goes there. There. And then we do things. That's just weird. Don't know
It's
why
on
that
your
doesn't
computer.
work. It is on my computer. And where was the what?
What? The what? What is the what? Oh.
Ooh.
Still waking up, Aura.
Alright.
Scream incoherently to wake him up.
Offers our DM coffee.
Yeah, I was thinking this little bit could do, but I might have to make some more.
Speaking of s'mores, we actually had some when I was over by the beach house.
Ooh,
Oh.
s'mores
Awesome.
are fun.
I
Yeah.
love s'more. I love
I
s'mores.
don't.
What?
You don't? You don't?
What?
I don't know if it was like the ratio of s'more to chocolate to biscuit, but I was just like, eh.
You know what? You're not allowed here anymore. Go away.
Wait, you had it with a biscuit? Bye.
That's what they call crackers in other countries.
I was about to say, you do not eat a s'more with a biscuit. I was about to go on a rant about how you use a graham cracker.
It is a very specific type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, system. Get your ass back in here. Did I
I think
grow?
you smited him and now he's sad.
Yep, I spited him and he's dead.
Ugh, you crit. You dealt maximum emotional damage.
I did. You were trying.
What is this? Stop looking at that, I don't need it. Where is that thing? Is that it?
Next time, get your butt back in here! The upper room?
I'm going to take the moment to find some coffee.
Coffee. Drink the coffee.
Dirty bean water is delicious.
I love the bean water.
Bean water is life.
Bean water, bean water, bean water.
The leaf water is also pretty good.
Oh, systems in general smite him back with us now.
Oh, okay, he was too far up.
You have been allowed back into our kingdom.
We have discussed the terms, and you are welcome back into the fold.
Nice.
You insult s'mores once more. You shall be banished for eternity.
Well, you all have the option of making me s'mores that taste good.
So is it? So I assume it's graham cracker biscuits.
Right. Graham cracker biscuits, not
No.
any other type of biscuit. What?
Oh.
No. What did you have it with?
Chocolate biscuits.
Ugh.
Like chocolate graham cracker biscuits? Because I know those are also a thing.
No, it's a
Yes.
it's a soft cake biscuit covered in chocolate.
Oh,
That's not what you have a s'more with.
that's a weird s'more.
Yeah. No, those are bad s'mores.
Those are strange s'mores. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, they're different. They're different, so they're bad.
Yep, they're bad because they're different. We cannot allow those s'mores. We will
Yeah.
correct this one day with you. We will give you a proper s'more that makes a mess everywhere because it's a very hard cracker. Everything
Yes, but
squishes
it
all
still
over.
tastes very good, and it tastes very good because the chocolate is good, and I like chocolate.
You can always get those one chocolate bars that has the caramel in the middle too, and use those. Doesn't have
Yeah,
sugar.
those are passable.
I like them.
I like them, but they're not as good as, you know.
Just the normal
Yeah.
Hershey's fake chocolate. This Hershey's is no longer made with actual cocoa anymore.
Oh, really?
No. No, not for a long time.
Oh, interesting.
That's why the texture's so off.
I mean, I still like Hershey's chocolate.
It's not, I mean, they still got it down, but it's not real chocolate. It's lies.
Ah,
So I'll pay a little bit more for real chocolate. Like chocolate habanero is really good.
oh.
Yeah, it's something our Walmart sells. There's a little section of fancy, high-end, like $4 for a few things of chocolates. It's expensive. But you know, people are always excited when they see them in their baskets or little gifts. You have the dirty bean water, Addie?
Like words.
Words?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel the
If
same.
I say words, you're going to say other words, and I'm not going to start that.
Oh. Leave Addie alone. Just go away. Addie's in her corner. She's doing her things.
No
Let her-
words shall reach them.
Stop directing words at Addie. Okay.
All words directed at Addie must cease.
Yep. So today it finally was nice weather though. We had like 70-degree weather.
Wow.
Yes.
I've had not cold for a few months now.
Ooh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, surprisingly.
We'll get our 2 months of not cold and then it goes back to cold.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Right weather, what do you know? Put a bunch of plastic in the ocean and apparently the planet hates you.
Yep. Hi. Attention. Did you come to yell at me some more? Huh?
Let's go with some Something like this. Something like you there. I wanted to look at things, but I don't have any time for that.
Dog, go
Oh, hi,
work.
Soup. Yep, just all a bunch of us. Hanging out.
Just the bunch.
That's just the good gang, all ready to play some games.
Dun 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 dun.
That side, and there. Oh my god, I am out of sorts.
Oh,
Do we just want to play video games tonight and just call it? Do one of System's one-ups?
that would be fun. Give...
Like, I'm not even available. I don't have my dice at hand. Like, oh my god, I'm out of sorts.
How did that
What
happen?
the hell?
Yep. Very disgraceful.
So let it be known, if you guys die, I'm sorry, I'm just making up numbers.
Oh, okay.
Well, that plays along perfectly to my plan.
What did you roll for your fireball damage? 118.
Ah, I see. You're rolling bad today.
That happens.
I could also roll on the Earthstone table. That'll kill people.
Oh.
Better yet, pick a random number on the wild magic table.
Oh, I want to live! A wild mage appears! Hi, I'm joining your
Everybody
party today!
dies.
The DM's new NPC, a wild mage.
I wanna play.
I do also want to play the dungeons.
No,
No, you want to play a wild mage?
no.
What do you want to do then,
You
system?
want to play with
I
yourself?
actually want to play another. I want to like get another game for my week in because honestly, I miss having to play 2 games a week and then have the DM again.
Well, I am in 2 other games, but those are IRL, so...
Yeah.
Ah, nah, man, you should bring in an iPod with FaceTime to the table.
You see-
That would not be allowed at those tables.
I was making a joke.
Yeah. I have tried that sort of thing once.
Huh.
It didn't work out as well.
Yeah, I can assume.
And for me, I don't really want to be spending close to $40 a day just to go play D&D if it's IRL because that's like all the way there, and I don't want to play Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's a new shop opening up, and I've kind of been asked to run Adventurers League, and I'm like, I really don't want to do that.
I've heard Adventurers League can be both very good and very bad.
It's just like any other game, it's dependent upon the DM. However, because it is a module that people know, it's... There.
Oh, he's going. Have fun getting back in here, Spice.
Fucking hell.
Misclick.
Hmm.
You gotta stop doing
That
it.
was a mix of a disc click and a Discord crash, anyway.
Oh.
Oh, well, that works.
Damn it! I
Yes.
don't wanna. I shouldn't have abused my power this early in the day.
Alright, so we remember where we left off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Some guys
got-
in red decided that they needed to come up to our grill and ask us our business. And you know what? We told them what for, and then we told them to buzz off. And guess what? They buzzed off.
Now we're
But
yeah,
I'm
I
flashing
mean, that's
gang
not
signs.
exactly what happened, but yeah.
we're paraphrasing here.
They grumbled off.
Yeah.
Well, this happened. Scratch was hiding because she was depressed. And guess what? Since we're picking her from that day, she's depressed.
Epic. All right.
Dab.
Dabs like a gamer. Let's get into this epic.
Like, that
session.
was basically early. Was that early morning?
Yeah, that was an
Yeah,
early
we-
morning.
Yeah, it was
we-
early morning when that happened.
Ugh, we were just waking up.
So you guys are now in Lands of Quinn. Officially.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
There is a road, and you guys start traveling.
I guess, are there any shops that look interesting? Do we need to restock anything?
Well, let's see. There's a field on your left, and there's a field on your right. So I don't think you see any shops around.
Oh,
And
okay.
Look
I thought
for
there
them
was
if you want.
I thought there was a
Well,
tiny town
I
or
look at it.
something.
I just look at Annie. Oh,
Yeah.
someone else.
Ah,
All
We
right.
didn't hear that.
the goblin wants ups. Gives the goblin ups.
I'll give ups.
Yeah.
Yay!
Wait, not
I don't
you,
know.
not you. And I point to Glove up.
Oh, that is sad.
You have a
I
puppy,
I am on my puppy. That she is a good boy.
girl. Yeah. See?
Right, whatever you said. Now let's go.
All right. Onwards.
What type of fields are these, by the way?
Mostly this is grassland. This seems to be a large area for grazing and pastures and such. There are the occasional farms that pop up here and there, but most of them don't actually get near the road. Those farms that do exist, though, have like a long path and then like a shed that sits next to the road as you come by, but they seem to be mostly abandoned, maybe just like a little bit of a just like a waypoint or a storage house, just here and there. As you guys are walking to the south.
Do I have any prior knowledge to Quinn? Like, it's like any history about it or anything interesting about it?
Go ahead and give me a history.
Okay then. That is a lovely. Not 20.
Oh.
Ah,
Although you're not from here, you're not like intimate with a lot of the ins and outs of things here. You do know this land is this land, at least at some point, has had a lot of large monsters in it. And that's usually what you've heard of is stay away from here, you know, big things will just eat you in one gulp.
Ah! This is the land of people who think they're better than me.
Yep.
what makes you say that?
You know, people who think that they're better than you because they're bigger and can eat people in one bite. I don't have to eat people in one bite, but they do.
Ah, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Let's keep going.
Wait, I haven't seen you eat a cobalt in one bite.
No, because I'm not a jackass, unlike these things who think they're bigger than me.
Could you eat the cobalt in one bite? And I point at Annie.
I don't want to eat a cobalt at any point. No. No.
Sounds like some-
But I have bad taste for thinking that graham crackers and s'mores is a bad idea.
Graham crackers are fine. Biscuits are not allowed.
Oh,
Yeah,
who
but
likes
cobbles are
biscuits?
fine, and you're not eating them, honey.
You have to have
No,
a
no.
proper
I'm
one.
telling you, your father was a man of great taste.
Cool it. We don't want to get racist here or anything.
Well, we sold my dad. Thank you, Mom.
Actually, we didn't sell him. He was confiscated.
I feel like there's a story behind this.
No.
Nope, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
of
were
course,
kind of there.
Fine. Oh yeah, he was kind of there. He was at the
Yeah.
end of it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, he came in right when that started. The sale purchase thing happened.
Sale purchase thing? I am very confused. Why is the voice in the sky saying something about the sale?
Anyways, so you guys are traveling along the road. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything. Most of the animals tend to stay very far away from the road, even though there are grazing animals here and there. A few larger things. It also seems to be like nice tall grass that just kind of like makes for a nice warm day as it walks. Breeze kind of coming through and hitting you in the face. It's delightful.
I assume Sir Weaselton's playing in the tall grass at this point.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Would it be possible for me to like just lean over from Annie and pick some of the tall grass, or is it not that tall?
It's not that tall.
Like
As you pass by one of the farmlands, you could be able to get maybe, let's see, some corn, if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's grab a couple of ears of corn.
Yes, I take some corn.
They won't
I
miss.
just look like, you're gonna rob this poor man of his hard work?
Yeah.
He's probably racist to us. We don't know.
You're right.
did you have morals?
Everyone is racist in this world. I say as I take some corn. How much corn can I take reasonably?
A lot of this corn actually isn't ready yet, but you can get a few ears of corn reasonably.
I will take 4 ears of corn. I try, at least.
I'll grab a couple. If anything, the husk can be good to start fires. Already cooking.
I'm going to take 1 ear of corn and put my heat dagger right next to it and just kind of like cut
Make
open
popcorn?
it with the, try to like cut it open. Just like, alright, sharing it, and now slap.
What?
Does it work?
You're shearing it and then slap?
Like putting my heat dagger right, like flat against it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it does explode the corn,
Yay!
but
Ah, what
it's
does that
kind of like
noise?
smash. It just kind of explodes in your hand, and it just kind of a little bit flies here and there. It's not really any major thing. Most of the corn has survived, but some of them just prematurely went boom.
Okay, so I look at Goblin and I just say in Goblin, I have now discovered the pyrotechniques of explosions. They fill cannonballs with corn and shoot them at castles.
That makes so much sense.
I know.
You're a genius.
Yes, I am. 10 intelligence.
You know what? Actually, I want to roll to see if I believe her.
You can't hear us, Citizen Goblin.
Oh, true.
That is true. I just look at Annie. Honey, I'm a genius.
Yeah. Yes, you are. And I just kind of pat her knee a little bit.
Nice.
So you guys are traveling for a few hours, and you start to approach a town. The area around here does seem to be just like the grassland and such, but the town itself seems to be a walled-in kind of city. There's like a whole lot of... There doesn't seem to be any buildings outside. It all seems to be inside this. It also seems smaller than you think a town should be, even though the walls are pretty tall. Like a good 15 feet tall.
Wow, this town is a lot smaller than I think it should be. Although the walls do tend to be a lot bigger than I thought they would be.
That is a very acute accusation. Observation, words.
Are you accusing me of accusing the city?
Yes. Maybe.
From a distance, however, you also see, because it's unmistakable, you see a very large creature a little bit more to the east of this town.
Can I make out any shapes from it?
Any shapes?
Like, any noticeable details about it? Like if it has spikes, the color of its skin.
Can we tell what it is?
Does it have wings?
Okay, maybe
It's
not
a little
what
bit far from you. It's probably a giant of some type. It's definitely humanoid. It has 2 arms and 2 legs. And it seems to be yelling a lot.
Scratch is going to now cover her ears. This terrifies me.
You know, we forgot to check about that purple light.
Oh yeah, we did.
We didn't forget to check about it.
Well, we
We're not
didn't check.
going in that direction.
No, but we were
no,
gonna.
you're not.
I know, but we were gonna look at it like in the daylight, see if it was still there.
Why?
And no, you are not going in that direction.
No,
But why
Okay.
would we?
we weren't sure where it
Could be something
was.
bad.
Yeah.
If it's something bad, we have all those goody two-shoe white guys and those goody two-shoe red guys to go deal with it. It's not an us problem.
It is not an us problem.
It's an us problem if they pay us.
True.
True.
That's where you all getting it wrong. You want to do things and then get paid. No, you get paid to do things. Money first. I look at them like I'm teaching my kid, just like, this is life lesson. Life lesson number 3.
And this is how you properly pickpocket somebody.
Is there anybody nearby for me to teach them how to pickpocket?
Are you just going to stop in the road and start teaching you guys to pickpocket?
I'm actually going to. Is there anybody walking by?
No.
I look at them like, you guys want to learn to pickpocket? Cause here's what I'll do. You guys have to do this in reverse. But if I see somebody, I'll put 5 gold in their pocket. You guys have to do that, but in reverse. Like, take the 5 gold out of the pocket. Not their pocket though, because I don't want to get caught with you guys. You guys.
Oh.
Wait, so we got a sleight of hand it from you.
What she's saying is she wants to teach us how to pickpocket.
Yes. He's gonna put money in and then you take it out?
So
What's
there's
wrong
a
with
big
pickpocketing?
thing that's a little bit to the east of the town that's yelling and screaming right now.
Let's pickpocket that.
You know what? Sure. Let's go investigate this thing.
Yes, let us do that. Walking
I put my hands on both sides of Annie head and turn in the direction. Sway.
Just turns my head.
Mush, and we go in that direction.
Wait, we could ask the town for money to deal with it.
Screw that. Kill
Okay.
that first and then ask for money.
Okay
You know,
then.
it did not cross my mind that this thing could be bad.
Not mine either.
Oh well.
It could just be minding its own business and have a sliver.
Walking noises.
Minecraft dirt walking noises.
Alrighty then.
So as you guys start approaching, there seems to be several of the red guards that seem to be not surrounding it, but putting themselves in between this thing and the town. There's also 2 white guards that you notice that are there, but they seem to be in the back, and there's one red guy that's in front that's kind of like trying to talk to the thing.
Do we hear what the thing is saying?
It is in common.
Oh.
And the big thing is like, this home you leave. Yeah, you leave. You hear 2 different voices coming from it.
Oh. It's sick.
How big is it?
It's giant size.
No.
That's not answering the question.
It's, I'm assuming, towering over trees at this point.
Okay, how about this? If I look up, does it hurt my neck or does it not hurt my neck to look up?
It doesn't hurt your neck, but you do strain it.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
It's pretty fucking tall.
good observation.
Not that tall that I can't see the top of it though.
Mm-hmm.
but I can't see the top of it though.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's actually pretty easy to see the top of it. It's not that big.
Okay, cool.
Head in the clouds.
Are you guys approaching, or?
I'm gonna go up to the white god and be like, well, actually no, this is up to Annie because I'm on top of her.
Oh,
go to the white guard.
Let's go talk to the white gods. They're nice. That red guy could die. They don't care.
I don't know about nice with white guys, but they
With
seem
you and your, what is with you and your racism?
bastards, and I left my village to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Manta was wrong, even though Aquaman let his father die. So in the end, it works out.
Who are they?
What?
Huh?
Oh god, that was another fever dream of mine. My bad.
Oh.
Really need to stop eating those mushrooms before you go to
So
bed.
you guys, as you guys approach the soldiers, you do notice that the large creature does have two heads, and they are both yelling about their home and stuff. But
What's that?
as you are approaching them, you also notice a few of the guards notice you, and they actually turn towards, and they have their swords drawn.
I
Oh,
wave at them. Hi.
Hello.
There's a few that say, "Back! Back!"
Why?
All right, I'm backing. I'm moving
There
back.
are
Why?
3 of them that kind of move defensively towards you guys.
What? We just want to ask a question. This is a rare spectacle, and honestly, y'all are very mean to me. We just want to know things, and then we can be on our way.
by the way, just because it's not her personality, but it just sounds fun. Can the giant hear me if I yell?
Possibly. You
Okay.
guys are close enough.
Okay, I want to yell something at the giant. I wish to know how the weather is.
Like, the thing's only, 20 feet tall. So
Still.
That's pretty freaking
it's
cool.
not, like, huge, but it's still big.
I think 20 feet tall. I think 20
It's
feet tall
still
is taller than
it's
my
a
house.
building. It's the size of a building.
Yeah, it's taller than my house.
I'm gonna ask
It's,
the building
it's
how
not
the
the
weather
biggest
is.
thing in the world. Come on.
It's not
Fine.
totally my house.
The scratch actually, this probably is, because she hasn't seen anything this big in her life. And trust me, she's seen some big things.
I mean, you're
Ooh.
carrying a pretty big one in your bag.
No! That's like 20 inches, that's 20 feet!
It could be a 20-foot dildo. You don't know.
And look at him. I can count.
So
You
Annie
sure?
was yelling at the big thing.
Yes.
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 And these guys are moving to, intercept. Their weapons are drawn, but they're not coming at you. They are being very defensive here, trying to make sure that you guys don't get to the rest of the guards.
I'm going to pay attention. Is the giant still yelling? Or has it stopped to marvel at the spectacle that's going on?
It's still yelling, and
What?
there seems to be one of them that's calling back to it, saying to go away. Or there's a guard that's saying, "Go away! You will
Hey!
leave this place!"
Hey, giant! Hey, Mr. Giant Guy! You there?
I hate to cut in, but Annie did want to yell at this thing first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bye. Sorry.
Yes.
Let's see. What is it? Just D20 and I add to make sure you can hear me.
Are you trying to make sure? It does depend on where you want this conversation to go. Are you threatening them? Are you trying to say calm down? Are you trying to say, hey, you know what? This isn't whatever you think it is.
Nope.
I thought you
I
were
just
asking
want to
me the
ask
weather.
how the weather is.
You're just asking how the weather is.
Yep, I'm asking how the weather is up there.
That will be a diplomacy.
We don't have that in 5e.
We don't.
Oh. It
Get
seems-
out of here with your pant finder.
Oh, this
Yeah, it's
just
the same
backfired.
thing. Persuasion. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but one sounds like a politician that's supposed to give me money. The other sounds like I'm telling my wife, no, I didn't cheat on you, the goat just happens to be there.
A natural 20.
No, that's the difference. If you're using 5e terms, that's the difference between deception and persuasion. Which is still the difference between bluff and diplomacy.
Okay.
Oh
Alright,
yeah,
roll out.
unnatural 20.
Nice.
So, unnatural, but
the thing stops. One of the heads turns to look at you. And it says back, I like the weather up here. And the other one's like, what are you now we've got more of them. This home. We go home now. No, I like weather.
Where's your home?
Home is where the weather is.
While they're talking to the giant, the reasonable one in the party is gonna look at the guards and ask, what is going on here?
The reasonable is gonna ask, where's your home?
Yeah, that's about what I was gonna ask, is where's home?
And this is looking at like, reasonable. These guys are midgets compared to that thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Smaller than midgets, honestly.
That thing's 20 feet tall. At best, these things come up to its ankle.
You know you want to look under its loincloth?
Annie, as you're looking a little bit, the thing seems to be female, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now Scratch wants to look.
It is covering itself very loosely. It doesn't seem to care very much.
Okay. Lovely.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Interesting.
And then Scratch thinks to himself, yes, a free-minded spirit. Lovely.
By the way, I want to roll to not see if it trims or not.
Why? Why?
You know what? I did
Don't
really
roll
bad.
to not, okay? You're not doing anything like that. Don't even bother.
I don't even want to accidentally. I'm gonna
Don't
just...
even bother. Glob Bob, you were talking to the guards?
Yes. I'm sorry, what is happening here? Why is there a two-headed thing over there?
There have been monster attacks for the past month or so.
Oh.
You leave, unless you want to be another attack.
Oh, I'm not attacking.
We're here to...
You are armed, and you are approaching. Go away.
Maybe we can help?
I just kind of whisper, I want to help the giant. The giant's cool. Also, can you imagine what she could do with two heads?
Oh god. Oh god. I don't want.
At that response, I just turn back to the group. Yeah, I'm done talking to the guards.
Maybe we can help.
I don't think they need help.
Oh. I mean, sadly,
Are there any guards behind the giant?
No. They seem to be defensive. They seem to have a line of themselves in between the giant and the town.
I hop off of Annie and go step back and then walk a ways around so that I'm walking away from the guards into wherever we came from and then back towards where the giant is so I'm not where the guards are. Like,
wait, are we in tall grass still?
It is large grass. You will be able to sneak around if you wanted to, but...
Oh, I'm not sneaking. I'm gonna make it very obvious that I'm walking, leaving the guards, listening to what they're saying, and then walking towards where the giant is.
I will follow them.
Do you want to be noticed or not?
I actually think I'll still roll stealth just to be safe with it. It's kind of like...
Okay.
I would say pretend that you're agreeing with them, and then you just stealth in the grass.
It's like, yeah, okay, fine, I'm leaving. Hops off Annie, walks into grass, fucking disappears with a unnatural 20.
We've only got 20 so far this session.
I mean, that's a +9 to that, so it's kind of hard not to.
Should we go after her?
She might be okay.
Should I go after her?
The guards are saying if you wish to join, we will not pursue. We are here to defend this town against attacks.
Then have fun with that.
Go now.
Alright, bye. I'm gonna go join
Fine.
wherever. We're going with her.
I'll
rolling stealth.
I think I'm gonna do well on stealth, but we can. Well, actually,
We might as well try.
Yep. I'll just back off and go out of sight and.
It's entirely possible to stealth here, which, like, if this were low grass, you couldn't be able to. It's a nice, warm, bright day, so.
I don't think I should stealth.
Alright, that's gonna be a 19 from me, Chief.
Yeah, I'm not trying stuff.
Oh.
I rolled a 7, so I
Okay,
think
alright.
I'll just take.
That's fine. You're just trying to be a little sneaky about it. You're just not realizing how much you're standing up.
Yeah.
Just imagine she's walking like the Pink Panther theme. Da-da, I'm just hearing the noise. Like, what?
Crawling, crawling! Why isn't she crawling?
So you guys are moving behind the giant and approaching.
Oh no, more to like the side of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello there, Miss Giant.
Careful, she's gonna draw attention to you.
Yes, but we're talking to her. We're at a reasonable distance away, not right up next to her. I'm sure. Probably. Maybe.
The giant is very occupied with yelling at the one that is standing in front, who's saying, "Go away! This is not your home." And they're like, "No, this home. This where sleep. I would get cow and now no sleep. What you doing?"
I kinda, you know how like a child pulls on her mother's apron like that? I kinda do that with like, do they have socks on or something I can like grab?
They do have boots, very thick hide boots. But are you approaching that closely to them?
Oh no! Wait.
They are big.
She has seen who I am, I believe.
Maybe.
Scratch is being kind of ballsy here because monstrous creature, racism, goblin. I understand. Although you think that you may be better than me because you're tall, you're not. I will be on your side, friend. I go up to the boot, slap. Hello there. Hello.
I just imagine she's like wailing with both hands.
Yeah, as you are pounding on her foot, she like jerks back, like picks up her leg and looks down at you, and
Hi.
a little surprised.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What's up?
Says hello and
That's a diplomacy right there.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Is that good? Is that a good one?
It's persuasion, right? That's a 21.
Yes. Wow.
It's not horrible.
Just kind of like takes a step away and then puts her foot down and is paying attention to you. And now the one guard that's in front has stopped talking and is kind of like looking back to the rest of his guards, a little confused.
I just kind of put my hands up like, can you come down? Or can you lift me up so I can talk to you?
ups.
Ups, please.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
One head says no, the other head says okay.
Yay!
They are armed, so she drops the giant axe that is in her right
Holy shit.
hand.
Holy shit!
Like, it is freaking huge.
Bow.
Nice.
Just drops it on the ground and then holds out her hand for you to come into the hand.
I'm gonna kind of like do a little flip and get myself on top there, like, you know, woo! Is that acrobatics or can I just go?
Acrobatic,
Yeah, if you want to,
just
yeah.
throw some flair into it.
Go for it.
That's a 17 for acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's impressive enough, definitely. You'd think you could do better, but it's definitely impressive.
In my mind's eye, I'm just like, damn it! It's the same thing that happened with Solara. I'm not going to impress them.
I hold up a sign that says like a 7.5.
I minor illusion a sign that says 0.
The other hand, which is still holding a giant morning star, is kind of holding it in front of them and the guard and trying to keep an eye on that. Whereas the other one, that seems okay with picking you up, lifts you up to about shoulder height so she can
Holy
really look
shit!
at you.
I just imagine that I'm looking down. Everyone's like, I just in my mind I'm like, you're all so tiny.
What are you doing?
Mom!
Why?
So I look at the friendly face and then the angry one. It's like, so What did they do? What did these guys do that's bothering you so much?
They're in home. This is where sleep.
I point towards the village. That's your home?
No, they're on my home. The home is in there. But
Is she pointing, or is she like gesturing?
the other one is gesturing.
Can I look towards where they're gesturing?
Pointing towards the walled city. And the voice that is down there says, we have been here for generations upon generations.
I look at them.
This
and
is
like,
not your home. You are lost.
I look at them and it's like, honey, this thing is like at least 4 times your height. Chill out.
Oh.
Diplomacy!
I don't want to interrupt this moment, but I am very scared. I don't like this.
So, you got a name, honey? My name's Scratch. Nice to meet you.
Oh, me? Rose Minx. Actually, when they say their name, like one says half of it and the other says the other half.
I'm guessing Rose is the friendly one, Minx is the mean one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that name. So, how did you get out of your home? Like, did you leave and then come back?
I went to get some cows for food, and
When did you go? When did you leave? When did you go?
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
This morning?
Huh. Could you retrace your steps to where you got the cow? I kind of like, she's heavy, right? So she's making some kind of indentation in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of peer over her shoulder and look back. Maybe
You can see, like, for the most part, just kind of like wandering back and forth through parts of the field, but you're not really sure where it leads.
Wait, they couldn't have built a fort in a day either.
I look down. Can you guys have built a fort in a day?
The guys answer, no, this has been here for generations.
How
My
long is the
grandfather,
generation?
grandfather
How long
helped
do you all
build parts
live?
of this village.
How long do you all live? This is not like a trend. I'm just wondering, how old is your grandfather's grandfather?
I would
I'm
assume.
28, mind you.
I'm pretty sure there's like 12 of you then, Mom.
Out of frustration, the guy just yells, centuries, okay?
Calm down,
Somebody-
you're acting like a giant.
I just look at it like, somebody's not being cooperative. I look at
You
him.
say that, and the giant says, yeah, that's what I was saying.
So, you guys live under the village? Like in a cave or something?
No, village not there. They're just a cave. Yeah, cave. It kind of like a hole, says the other.
I look over the thing. I look over the hand again. Is there like a well or a hole or like a thing underneath your village?
And abruptly, and not really say, like with his arms crossed, very not much enjoying what's going on, but putting his swords away and not like as conflicted. He says, yes, we have a hole, you could say, within our town proper.
Do you think that hole leads to another hole that she might have left from?
No, it does not. We have been mining that out for generations.
I
How
want you
much generations? You got generations that live, you got generations of math. That is really confusing.
I want to ask a question. How long do giants sleep?
I look at Rose. Yeah, how long do you guys sleep?
I don't think she knows.
Till I wake up.
You know, that's a valid answer, honey. I pat her hand like, you know, I just enjoy your company.
All right,
How long have you been? I shout up. How long have you been living?
Till now?
How young are you? And it's like I'm messaging now.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna walk over to the guard a little bit. I think we finally got somewhere. But yeah, I was
The guard still doesn't like you approaching.
That's
and
fine.
As Andy
although
goes
they
to walk
put their
away,
weapons away, they are keeping an eye very close to you.
I want
if
to
you
at least
approach
go from Les's shouting distance.
As Annie walks away, I'm just kind of tugging at her. What are you going?
It's fine, it's fine. But yes, I want to know, how long do giants usually sleep?
Alright, you can go ask them. I'm gonna go.
them. You're asking the guards?
Yes.
They say, I don't know. I haven't seen a giant for a long time. We've seen monster attacks within the last month, but I'm not sure this is a giant. I think they call this an atti because of the two heads, but I don't know.
She might have fell asleep. Maybe she fell asleep somewhere? Yeah, I guess maybe make a history check, would it be, to know how long these Edens sleep
Sure.
for? For all I know, they hibernate for centuries. History. 18. Maybe
You would
Grandma
think
told me
if
something.
you knew something about giants that, if they slept for ages upon ages, you'd think you would hear something about it, but no, doesn't seem to ring any bells. Just seems pretty weird.
Okay.
It's still very possible, but
Rose, Minx.
Yeah.
If you guys go into the village, would you attack anything, or would you guys just go into the hole, into where you guys want to go rest and sleep and stuff?
Maybe they're there. We don't like a lot of people, and they're a noisy lot of people here.
I look at them like,
lots of noise.
I look at them like, do you guys make a lot of noise?
It's a mining. They mine out the hole.
You can feel the guard rolling his eyes.
For some reason, I can't see it from this height. Me being above you and all, but I can feel a bit of sass. And I don't appreciate it. Is the village elevated in any sort of way, or is it flat against the ground?
It's flat against the ground.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Alright,
How about this? I'm gonna see if I could persuade these guys to not bother you, to see if where you're going is the right spot for you. Because there's a little chance that he might have gotten lost, honey.
so just let her
Minx
peek
is
over the wall?
That makes sense. Rose is like, I don't get lost.
I know you don't get lost, honey, but the thing is, these guys think that they're right, and look at them. They're so small. You gotta entertain them a bit before you show them that you're right.
You big, your brain that big. They small, they brain deep big.
Exactly what she said, and she had a brain that
that
big.
makes sense.
So, honey, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, can you just let me down? Can you just let me down a bit?
Oh, yeah. Puts
do you-
her hand down to the ground again.
Do you guys drink by chance?
Rose says yes, Mix says no.
Oh.
I take out one little vial, one of the little bottles of alcohol that I had left, and just give it to them. I was like, here, for giving me such a fun ride.
Yay! No, you not do that. You terrible when you drunk. I don't care. I'm gonna have some.
I doubt it's enough to even do
Me
anything
doing
to
funny
her.
this right backfire entirely.
Yep.
The minute Scratch gets down, I run over to them. Are you crazy? Wait, I shouldn't be asking that. You are crazy.
I look them in the eye, and I just kind of put my hand on their shoulder and solemnly look them in the eye. You're now asking that question? And then I walk past them. I walk up to the guard in front. Hello there.
Okay.
Stay back. What
I
is
drop
it
my
you
rapier.
want?
I drop my rapier and I drop my short bow, and I hold my hands out. Look, I'm unarmed. I just want to ask a few questions, because you guys, you look real spiffy, and she over there, she looks like she could crush Spiffy. Now, I don't want any
That
sort of...
sounds like a threat, but continue.
It's more along the lines of I'm looking out for you all because we've had dealings with people like you before, and they were really nice to us, so I want to pay back the favor. This guy's in red, right?
Yes. There are two that are in white that are in the back that aren't saying anything, but they are watching everything very intently.
So that's a deception of 21.
Okay.
Because, technically speaking, we haven't had any fun dealings with the guys in red, only the guys in white.
Okay.
I look at them. So I just want to see if maybe she's. I kind of whisper this. Maybe she's wrong, but entertain her so that she can walk in and see if there's in the village. Because I convinced her that she might be lost. So if we could convince her that this village isn't her place, I could get her to leave and not bother you all. How about that?
You're suggesting, keeping his voice low, to let this thing walk into the town with all of the townsfolk around.
I mean, it's not that they're not seeing it.
Not in, sir. I kind of bring up my hands. Just look over the wall, just to peer over to see if it's her hole.
How far from the hole is the wall? Like, can't she see it if she peers over?
It's possible, but we have a structure built over top of it, so her angle might be bad.
Well, if that's the case, then how about this? Do you guys have like a party or anything planned tonight?
What?
Why?
What?
I want to know if there are going to be a lot of people out at night. Because if not, we could convince her to wait, because it's like we've been traveling for a few hours since morning, so it's like at least midday right now, right?
It's like right before midday.
We could convince her to like take a breather for a bit. You could talk to everybody and tell them they have a curfew for tonight. Let them stay indoors, and somehow we can quietly get her in and quietly get her out.
Goblin, if this doesn't work, you and everyone you have talked to today, with the exception of us, are going to die.
What about those guys in the back? I point to the two white guys. I look at them in the eye and I'm just like, because I feel like Stonehoe, the person we're supposed to be delivering a message to, wouldn't enjoy the fact that her messenger is dead. I'm pulling the card.
Oh,
The S word.
The stone card. Is it the whole card or the stone?
I prefer the S word, but okay.
The S word.
Leans down and says, if you are a messenger, you should be on your way. Or if you want to deal with us, then you may be dealing with the end of my sword. I am listening to you because that makes sense, and this thing is a huge threat. You,
Exactly.
however, he reaches to put a hand on your shoulder.
I shoot daggers as he comes to try to approach me. It's like
Intimidation
You,
roll!
however, and your kind, I have slain in the hundreds, and you make no difference to me.
I look at him in the eye and I just say, and I have not killed a single human ever.
Okay, Mom. Alright, so you're gonna...
Well, if you're going to back and say that, either deception or persuasion for that, if you have or have not.
Scratch actually hasn't.
So
Scratch is...
persuasion.
Yep,
He might not believe you.
that's fine by me. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. That is a 19.
He tried to scare you, but coming back with that, you are unfazed.
Yay! I turn around and I walk back over to Rosemink. Honey! Honey! Hi!
Yeah? Oh,
You
thank
did-
for drink. It good.
No problem. Yay! I'm glad you like
Drank
it.
in one gulp. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'm really small. That actually would be a lot for me, but other than somebody as amazing as you, it ain't much. I'm sorry. But hey, could you show me where you got that cow, where you got your food from? Like, you say you got a cow, right?
Yeah, from over there, but Where Cow at? Stands up and starts looking around.
Let's go find that cow.
Yes. Hey, Giant. Hello. Rose makes, right?
Should we fill her out on
Yes.
the plan first, or?
Would you like to pet my dog?
Oh, please be careful.
Jen!
Please, please, please. I want to live.
I like dog.
I'm still on it. Remember, you touch lightly. Do not grab. Only
Gentle.
show.
I didn't look at
Like both hands were going to grab, but then you say that and she stops. Like them being cupped right over Oprah.
I'm still next. There's like no. Touch with gently. Only one hand at a time.
Finger.
Jen.
One finger.
Yes, one
She-
finger at a
She
time.
holds out her one finger and starts to push down and then stroke against. Oprah yelps and moves away.
Ooh. She likes you. She helps when she loves people. Isn't that right, Oprah? Can I cast Speak with Animal?
Oh God, no.
Just casting it as is.
Yeah, I don't have 10 minutes. I'll just cast it.
Okay. Go for it.
Oprah, I'm going to need you to pretend you.
No,
I'm saying this in dog,
no.
by the way, so it's bark, bark, orf, orf.
No.
Oprah, I'm going to need you
No.
to pretend you really
No.
like dragging. I'm going to need you
No.
to pretend you really like Rose Minx over there. You need to pretend to like them, okay?
Hey, what? No. Scary.
I know they're scary, but they're really nice when they try.
Could I infer how the conversation's going between him and his dog? Since we've been traveling with him for a while and he's done this often.
I assume it's more, her tail's tucked in. She's kind of lower.
Very scared at this point.
I walk over.
That was a
to
little
Oprah.
aggressive, but she didn't take any damage.
I'm gonna walk over to Oprah and hand out some of the jerky from the rations.
I give them a little feed too from the bag. Hey, don't get hit. I just put it in my hand. I'm like, here, eat.
So, Miss Rose Minx, let's go find that cow of yours. Let's go that way. I point away
Okay.
from the village.
Okay, let go.
Yes,
Wait, before you go, can you lift me up again? I really like being next to your face. You have a really pretty face.
But then I can't hold axe.
I'll carry your axe.
You can. You can. No, put me on your shoulder and I'll sit down there. And you
While
can have
Bob
both-
walks to the hilt of the axe and starts falling.
That is a much better idea.
I imagine this axe is as big as a building. It's like
Well, it's got to be
10 foot.
long.
Well, it was definitely made out of a tree, so.
Ooh.
This rock hurt me. I strapped it to a tree. Now this rock hurt others.
Yep.
Never mind, I cannot carry that.
So you want to be on Rose Minx's shoulder?
Yeah, just to see what she's seeing, so I can direct her away from things.
Mm-hmm. She agrees to do that.
Yay.
Everybody else is traveling in that direction then?
Yes, we will all follow them, right? Annie?
Yep.
Perfect, right?
have to.
Oprah? Orf, orf. Good dog.
Yes.
What was that last mode, Oprah?
Oh, I don't wanna.
Nervous dog laughter. And they just start peeing themselves for no reason.
Oprah? We talked about this.
Big. Big.
Right.
So you start heading away from the town. The guard doesn't necessarily disperse, but there's a few orders that are dispatched as you guys are walking away.
I know he won't see me, but I want to just look over his shoulder and just kind of wink at him. It's like, eh.
Yeah, his back to you is at this point.
He doesn't know, but I do. Therefore, it only matters to me. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Finger guns.
Middle finger.
No! So,
Now what, Mom?
Yes, now what, Mom?
I'm going to do a perception to look for a cow.
Go ahead.
Wait, does anyone have paint? Nope.
Eh? Oh.
Oh.
I don't think I do, but that is a 22.
You actually see it right away. It's not very far from where you guys are at. It seems to have been unceremoniously just tossed off to the side. That's right next to all of the footprints going through the grass and such.
Is it alive?
Oh no.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, fuck. Me.
It is a dead cow. It is flopped over and there's blood and gore and let's see.
Oh.
And it doesn't have a head.
Oh!
Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Yep.
ooh,
Hey, Rose, is that your cow over there?
Oh yeah, that cow! They
But wait,
running over there.
wait, Rose makes though. That cow is so small. You can't feed. That can't feed you. You need another cow. Let's go find another cow.
But this cow dead. We can have snack. Was going to have snack when got to home, but
How about this?
she looks back very confused at the town.
How about this?
Let her
We have a
eat.
snack now. We get a bigger cow, and you could have a bigger snack when you go home tonight.
That sound good. I don't know. That sound like work.
It's not
still
as
good.
It's not as much work because guess who will be helping you? That's right, me and my friends.
Yes, this is perfect. Now let's travel this direction, away from whatever that place was. And I point the opposite direction of the town. I'm sure there's food in that direction if we go that way.
We should explain at least what can go on.
What are you talking about? Nothing can happen.
It just looked very confused.
I think you're confusing everybody else too.
Oh, okay.
I look at Annie and was like, look, if something does go wrong, we run like hell.
Also, we have
No, running no good. Smash them.
Oh,
That's what happened.
you know what? You know what? I like your thought, but for me, running works better for me.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna get her into the town to see
Have
if...
snack now. Have yeah, snack.
Yeah, let's go sit over there by the cow and show me how you eat.
Oh, God.
Oh, we can tell stories by the dead cow.
Yes, exactly. And spend some time out here eating food. I say,
Yeah.
looking at Annie especially, it's like,
Okay. I go over and sit with them.
I sit with them as well. And I make Oprah sit with them. Right, Oprah, isn't that right?
Just assume at this point Oprah just sits kind of farther away.
She's still pouting.
Solara's been quiet this entire time, but Sir Weaselton's been friendly about it.
All right. They exist.
I completely forgot.
Well,
What?
understand, when you guys interact with things, she stays in the back and away from everybody else. She does not like to interact with other people.
No, I understand that. I just like,
Yeah.
I honestly forgot.
Not to say that she's a bad member of the party. I love her as a member of the party, but sometimes
She's just a
you
bad
know.
member of the party. No.
Yeah, she's just
She's not there for social situations.
Oh.
And I
She
totally
stays away from
acknowledge
it.
Anyway, I kind of lay down on the grass. What is your story, Rose Minx?
My story? Well, there's this one I know about 3 goats, and they were talking about an orc that was under a bridge, and the orc didn't like the goats. The orc wanted to eat the goats, but the goats were like, no, we don't want to get eaten, but we want to eat over there. So they just got scared off by the orc and they ran away.
That is a very good story.
Wait,
Yeah.
I actually know that one, but where I'm from is a bit different.
She takes the cow and like rips it in half and starts munching on one, and then the other one starts munching on the other one. So they've always got a mouth open. Like there's one that's kind of looking around at you, and there's another one that's enjoying the food.
Okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. As long as she's busy.
I'm not gonna look.
Well, alright, I'll ask a little differently. What is your life story?
I don't know what your life story? That's a good one.
That is a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Globop.
Thank you for this time, fourth expedition. Anyway, Globop is a man of culture. I was raised in a very far off place that I cannot remember the name of because I have not been there in some time now. I was a lowly member of a goblin band when suddenly horrid people came into our little encampment and ruined everything. All of my friends gone just like that. So I hit the road and I traveled the world in search of knowledge, fame, and recognition for my talents. Long story short, I found myself here with you lot of amazing people. And that is Globop's story.
Globop, maybe you could be a bit more, I don't know, descriptive so that we could all be, I don't know, spend more time hearing about how amazing you are and your many feats of, like that time you killed that dragon,
Oh,
Maybe.
yes. Can I, I'm actually, to fill time before I continue the story, I'm gonna do the long version of the Snivy song on my lute.
Okay.
Do I have to roll performance for that?
Performance, yeah.
Ooh, my modifier is so high I really can't low roll if I even tried. 24.
Ooh. And you try and do a nice, long version to spend a lot of time.
It's not too over detailed or dramatic, but just a decently long version of the story.
I'm also gonna assist in this, like, anytime I see Roseminx, like, losing attention or becoming kind of bored, I'm going to kind of try to grab her attention and point out a detail in the song to kind of make sure she keeps her interest on this.
Yes, and the whole time I'm using minor, like, illusion and prestidigitation to create, like, the sounds and a few images.
Which is actually difficult, because usually when one is paying attention, the other one is looking off to the other direction.
Oh no, that's fine. I just want to make sure, like...
At least one is keeping their attention.
Yeah.
With a little visual and auditory stuff from minor illusion and prestidigitation.
One of the hands do kind of get towards, during the story, one of the hands do get towards Oprah, and she tries to pet again.
Make sure it's gentle.
Oh god. Blood-covered hands, cow guts. Who's trying to pet
Oprah's
me?
decently far away, so Roseminx has to stretch out that last finger.
Oh yeah, definitely does have to stretch, but...
Oh no. Come on, I'm easing them into a story. Come on. Please don't kill my dog.
She's not very gentle at this point.
Aww.
Actually ends up taking 5 points of damage.
To keep her calm, as I see it being a little rough, I keep casting a healing word occasionally. I'm just like, and the mighty snap, heal, feel better, Oprah, and then, oh, the mighty, why are you doing that? Oprah, stay good, and then, we kill.
Oprah just starts crawling backwards.
Every time I see like the force field too much, I can't anymore.
How many of those do you get a day?
I get 4. I get up to 6 a day.
Can I
It's
roll?
only 5. It's only 5 damage. I really only need to do it once or twice.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take 2 castings of it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can
But
Oprah like
is
stealth
not
away?
okay with this right now.
I'll talk to her later and I'll do it. And I'll help her. And how long can I extend the story to? At most.
About mid-afternoon by the time you get to it.
And by I have
Before
the
she starts getting attention going, cow gone, snack over, hungry. Let's get another one. Another cow.
Let's do that. How
Yes.
about it?
Yes, let's get more food. The story is over. Thank you. I take a bow.
Yes, very good. And she goes to pat you.
I look at her and I say, remember, he did a really good job. So give him a good old pat.
Now the question is Oprah gonna try to attack the hand?
Oprah knows what it
Oprah's
is.
not okay with things going on, just staying away from this.
But it's her master now that might get hurt. She already knows the
Oh
pet's
God,
hurt.
what the hell was that?
Oh. That the body's hit the floor?
So she goes to bring her hand out and just kind of flaps you a little bit on the head. Well, that's actually not that bad. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh yes, thank you for that.
And it just kind of thumps you.
I really appreciate it. However, if my skull is broken, I cannot continue to disperse music. Ooh.
But your skull ain't broken. That's right.
Yes, it is
When
not.
Tiny's skull broken, it pop.
Yes, it did not pop. Very good job. I
Like,
think.
oh, I can't show. I would have to pop one of you.
Yeah, I don't need. I literally.
I
I understand the trying to conjure in my
I
brain.
give her one of my water skins that's full of water. It's like, you could pop this.
Oh, okay. Just takes it by a couple of her fingers and just smash, and it goes all over. Pop like that. Yes.
Exactly.
Drops it back down to you.
Now let's go find a cow and do that to it.
Yes, let us go on another cow finding adventure. So it's like that's Oprah a little aggressively.
Scratch kind of figures out that they killed by popping the head off the cow.
Oh yeah.
She's guessing that by putting these two things together.
Right. Isn't our new friend is great? Isn't that right, Oprah? I'll take 10. Can I take 10 minutes to ritually cast Speak with Animals?
If you wanted to, but she wants to get up and start finding a cat.
Then you know what? Screw rituals. I have enough spell slots for today. When I'm talking to Oprah, I'm like, Oprah, are you okay? I'm sorry.
No! Scary! Oh!
Oprah, you stay calm, and she will not hurt you again. Okay, I promise. If you stay calm through this whole thing, you get extra treats at bedtime.
Just no touch. No,
No
touch.
touch. No touch. You stay calm, and you get the extra treat.
Bad
Even
touch?
maybe. Yeah, no bad
No,
touch.
no bad touch.
No bad touch from the lady.
No bad touch.
And here, how about this? You get treats now, and I reach in my bag, and I'll give her a treat.
No more bad touch.
No more bad touch.
Oh,
I
Oprah
hug
don't need
Oprah.
an adult.
You should not be worrying about that. You're good boy slash girl. Good boy slash girl.
So you guys start heading off in search of a cow. I'm gonna AFK real quick.
Okay, that's cool.
Certainly.
I think we should head to a farm. I can head up, purchase a cow.
No,
And
no,
then-
we go in opposite direction. A farm.
Well,
We
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 pick
go
up a cow,
distance.
either way we can buy the cow so
Alright,
we don't get in trouble with the
I'm gonna-
village.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper to. I'm just gonna say to. Scratch and Goblin. Alright, here's my plan. We keep doing this, we have a lot of fun. She does not seem to retain memories very often, so we lead her really far away from village until she forgets everything she's ever known about what was happening earlier.
What?
And then we best friends and she finds new home. Does not sound good? Yes, that sounds good. It's
Scratch
my
is
plan.
like, no, we just want to do this till tonight, and then we're gonna carry it to the village.
But what if she not like home in village? Then she attack village, and
It
that's
might-
not good.
It might not be her home.
I think that I could convince my new friend not to do that. Scratch, friend of giant.
I take your word for it then.
Wonderful, because if it doesn't work, that'll be the last word you'll ever hear.
We'll be running away.
Actually, since Solara's not doing too much, I'm gonna talk to Solara for a moment.
Remember Atti's
He's
AFK.
AFK, so this is just the three best players in the entire world have
Well,
great
I mean,
roleplay
if
together.
this isn't her home, we can send Solara out to see if she can locate the actual hole.
That would be...
That is a great idea.
Yes, because I mean, not to say I don't trust your friend or anything, but I'm pretty sure that city was there a while ago, and I'm not sure these things like to, sleep for a long time, and,
It's not going to go well if you don't have the answer when the answer is no, this isn't the right place.
Yes, so... maybe we could send out Solana to find whatever this goblin, this giant is supposed to be sleeping.
She is a wonderful person. Also, I wonder if the other option was fight the Etten with some friends.
No.
I think I'm saying we picked the right option here, Colin. This was great.
There was abandoned barns also.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if that's
kinda
not the village, maybe we can hold up in an abandoned barn with her. And
Maybe
if
we
Solar
could do
doesn't get back with the answer, so
Maybe,
we'll have,
let's do that. Let's see if we can convince her after.
just in
to
case
do-
because we're
Yeah.
not moving a village. We can't do it.
I'm almost certain that the guards are not going to let her make her home inside of the village. I'm just throwing that out there.
We just want to check to make sure that it's is or isn't. Which the answers we're hoping is it's not.
In the off chance that she finds the mine and insists that it is her home, what do we do?
Well, that's gonna be fun.
That will be very fun. Are there any suggestions? No.
Look, I have strained all my creative suggestions to keep us.
I very understand. You've done great so far, and I mean, telling Globob's story was great and all, but it did not bide all that much time.
It brought us till midway through the evening, so so if we're able to do that for a bit longer, we should at least get to sunset.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have a basic plan?
Yes, we have
Yeah.
somewhat of a plan with a lot of things that can go horribly wrong, but you know what? It's
Horribly wrong.
Yeah, but better than what we usually come up with, so I'll take it, right?
As you guys are walking off towards the cow, Rose Minx does say, "Rock Bob, that sound like son, Rock Bob."
What?
Rock Bob, Rose
Yes.
Minx's son.
Oh.
You have son?
Ah, yeah,
Ooh, where is he?
just the one.
Where is he, though? That is a question I'm asking.
Oh, he gone.
Oh.
We don't, lots of talking, not good. No. He mean.
I want to talk to Solara for a bit.
Okay.
Solara, we might. Is there a chance you can scout out to see if you can find her actual hole? If the village is not the one that is hers? I guess, follow back or send her off to follow the tracks. Maybe the original place if it's not?
She nods. I will be back soon.
Please, travel safe.
And do not get
She
killed.
clicks at Sir Weaselton, and they run off very stealthily.
Okay.
Very
Sure.
stealthily.
Yeah.
She just Naruto runs away.
Are you sure that was a good idea?
They should be fine.
I say in Goblin, yeah, this way if we die, she doesn't die with us.
Oh,
That too.
very understandable. All right. Now, what were we? Yes, making time with our beautiful friend, Rose.
We look for cow. Let's
We
go
do
find cow.
Yes, that is what we do.
I'm going to perception a cow.
It'll be tracking actually.
So survival?
Survival.
Alright then. If that's the case, that is going to be a 21.
Okay. There's a few herds that are migrating back and forth. It's actually easier for you to find a horse, but You do find a few trails of cows if you wanted to follow in that direction.
I want to check for a barn or a farmer, I guess, see if these belong to anybody.
I guess because I have like a really tall view since I'm on her shoulder, I get to see this a bit easier.
That might be handy.
As for farms, they don't tend to be actually corralling any of the animals. They just kind of like let them loose.
Oh.
Most of the farms seem to be just growing vegetables and fruits.
Alright, I guess we'll be ready to pay for a cow later if it's a problem.
So you do eventually find a small herd of cows.
How many cows do you want to eat?
She looks at her hands, which each have weapons. She's like, I can carry 2, but it's hard to carry 2.
Nobody's gonna take your axes, so you could like drop them.
But it's easier to hunt like this. Get them there, and then you grab them, and then you go pop.
But you could do that with just your hands, can't you, honey?
She drops both the Morning Star and the axe and goes, I can, while looking at her hands.
I look at her hands. Are they pretty?
No.
You have the most beautiful mother hands ever. Look at them covered in dirt and grass and blood. And blood.
And lots of blood.
Lots of cow bits.
Great for killing. Now let's go find a cow for you because, honestly, what else is it for?
Oh, would you look at that? A cow right there. How convenient. Take 2.
Cows.
Oh, look, a cow not there. Not convenient. Let's spend some time on this.
Alright, how about this? I will tell you a story about the cow, then we kill the cow.
But cow over there,
But it's not a big cow.
No, the cow tastes better after it has whole time been told a story. The cow tastes better when I tell a story. Then its meat get all storytelling in that mood.
I hungry now. Yeah, good idea eat now.
How about you eat one now, and then I tell a story to other one, and then you eat that one. So you eat 2 cow, you get double the cow.
Okay, and she runs off to the cows.
No.
Well, Scratch is on her shoulder, so.
You jack.
I didn't know.
So let's see. You're gonna need to ride this thing. How about an acrobatics to stay on?
I was gonna say, is that animal handling?
Okay, cool. That is an unnatural 20. That's like the
Although
lowest
she
I've rolled.
moves with a quick jerk, you're able to grab on to whatever kind of leathers that she happens to be wearing on her shoulders. Not really sure. You're thinking this is just stretched out, probably cow or horse hide that's just been wrapped around her.
Wonderful.
But she does move very quick because she's got very long legs.
I expect that they're at least 8 feet tall, maybe even 10. I don't know. I'm currently trying to stay on top because if I fall 20 feet, I might die.
Just maybe. So she runs over to a cow and she goes and she grabs the cow and she goes and grabs another cow, but it runs off. So she goes and she grabs it. Let's see. Yep, she totally grabs the cow and she starts squeezing its little head with her other hand.
Oh, God!
And she kind of like pops it off. And it
Does
like
any blood?
Blood
sorry.
splatters and it's like horrible crunching sounds as the skull is just crushed in her hand.
I look at her and I just smile and I just say, I did that to my husband.
Did the opposite. You kept the head.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Husbands have 2 heads for me. They don't work well like that. If you smash one, the other one's still there to hit you.
Did your husband hit you?
Well, I hit him back.
That's right,
Throws the
honey.
cow down.
You
That's where I
take it
feel
on
the
that
power.
cow. You vent your frustrations so we can find another cow.
Get no man telling you what to do. Kill all the cows.
No! That's not soap that feels red. No, shouldn't we, Glowbud?
Right.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Throw all the cows.
As you start to encourage her smashing this cow, she starts getting really mad.
Oh, no.
She
Wait.
throws the cow down, she starts stomping on it, she starts punching at it, and she starts getting really hot.
Oh, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Wow, my ass is feeling a lot warmer than usual.
Oh, you are feeling really, really warm as she starts radiating heat.
Oh, this is really. Hey, Rose.
You take 3 fire damage.
Hey, Rose. How about you calm down and I'll give you more alcohol?
She is not calming down. She is smashing at this cow. What is
Okay, hold on.
everybody else doing?
I'm
I'm
gonna.
watching in horror, yet thinking about how I could turn this into a song.
Like, everybody else is kind of seeing this, and, like, it's still mid-afternoon, but, like, she starts radiating this sort of, like, light, and, like, these sands start swirling around her, and they start, like, blazing hot.
I rolled an 18. I'm gonna try to calm her down. Hey, sweetheart! Calm! Just.
If you're calming her down, it's actually going to be a disadvantage right now.
Oh, damn it.
Ooh.
No!
This is what I'm made for. I start to play a calming sound. Maybe? But can I try that? On my lute?
You can try and do so.
I rolled a 10.
She is not paying much attention to you. Bob?
With disadvantage, that's gonna be a 17.
Damn, that is really good.
I have plus 7 to it.
You start to get her attention. Scratch, what are you doing?
I am currently just like tap dancing on her shoulder to keep myself.
Ow.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you are, like, enveloped in this heat.
Oh god! Oh god, I'm not gonna lose another outfit now, am I?
You're thinking if there were a spark around, it might actually ignite.
It's fucking hot!
Yeah, really fucking hot right now.
Has her appearance changed in any way because of this?
She's starting to, like, yell and, like, she's getting really angry, and her words start to become completely incoherent. Physically, she's not moving a whole lot. This seems to be some sort of, like, swirling, like, sandstorm that seems to be around her as she's just getting mad and smashing into the ground.
I don't know, maybe I can
Look.
hit lights. Hold on.
It might be.
So, what are you doing, Scratch?
Hey, Hey, Rosemary, if you keep this up, you're not gonna have anything to eat. We need to get some food for you, don't we? Come on, honey. Note to self, do not in Goblin to myself, note to self, do not bring home family trauma. That is a bad idea. Not all people deal with family trauma like I do. I'm angry, I just cry.
Aww. Note to self. Note to self, giants do not cry.
Note to self, giants do not cry. Hey, Rosemary! Hey, Rosemary! That is
If you're trying to talk her down, persuasion, you are at
Disadvantage, right?
disadvantage. Yep.
Ooh. That's actually... Hopefully that's not too bad. That is going to be a 17. I only seen number twice.
She actually doesn't seem to pay too much attention.
Can I summon my lights to see if I can distract one of the heads?
Go ahead, but Scratch is gonna take 3 more fire damage right now.
Okay.
Ow. I am determined to make her my friend.
I think did I take the spell? There might be something really helpful that I could use in this situation.
Hey, Rose! Kitty, you can pet! Rose! Kitty!
What kitty
Persuasion
are
at disadvantage.
what kitty are you talking about? Oh no.
When
No,
her
no.
dancing lights actually look like small cats.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't roll too bad as what you should. Hold on, I gotta roll up. 19?
You seem to have distracted Rose, but Minx is still very mad.
Okay. I got one of them to calm down, at least a little bit.
Yeah, but the next one's the angry one.
Maybe angry.
Is this cow anything more than just like red paste?
Yeah,
It's a few pieces. It looks like it's cooked steak at this point, though.
Oh.
Rose, can you calm your sister down? Maybe you could reason with Rose.
Glob Bob, what are you doing?
I'm thinking
Bad
hard.
idea.
I'm trying to come up with another great idea, which might not backfire.
Hey, are you saying that my plan backfired?
What? You cut out.
Nothing. I said
I
nothing.
heard him just fine.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful.
I wouldn't say backfire, but I mean, technically...
It fired somewhere, that's for sure.
Well, her back is certainly on fire, but...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it's actual fire.
Like, not actual, but it feels like it.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would to me, you know.
Yeah.
This scene.
Would you call this thing humanoid?
It's technically a giant.
Oh.
Okay,
Wait, are
that's
giants not
option.
humanoid?
No, it is
Oh.
a different dragon, or it is a different creature type.
Oh,
Yeah, so that,
okay.
that's not gonna work. I play another soothing lullaby.
Go for it.
I will go for it.
Come on, throw
You are
hard.
not at disadvantage because Rose has been pulled out of it.
27.
Minx calms down too, and she just kind of like breathes and then sits down. She's like, "Oh, sorry." She's still radiating heat, but it's not like on fire anymore, and you're not taking damage while standing on her. Sometimes I get moody. You get moody. Yeah, you get moody too.
Yeah, but honey,
Yeah.
Go.
no,
Just-
no, we could waste our time looking for a new cow.
Yes, because you killed all of the cows, right?
Oh,
Just the
cow
one cow.
snack.
Exactly.
There are a few small bits that are still there, and she tries to like
No,
shove
honey.
them together to be able to get a mouthful.
Honey, no. I just kind of like, just like lightly tapping on it. No. We gotta get a new cow for you. A big, nice, juicy cow.
And Rose is like, "That sounds like a good idea." And Minx is like, "Yeah, that's a good idea," and shove those that rest of that cow in Minx's mouth. Rose is like, "Hey, I was gonna eat that." No,
Wonderful.
we
What
get a
time is
new
it?
cow.
What time is it?
Now let's go on an adventure to find a new cow. Oh, this is going to be great, everyone. Can I create an illusory cow with minor illusion?
No.
You can.
I'm gonna make a small like illusory cow.
No, you should make one of a dog, so
No.
Oprah doesn't get petted to death.
Look, a cow. I say is I make the cow. It's like, oh, you better catch it.
Trample these fields.
Minx is like, "Yeah, I'm still hungry, cow." And Rose is like, "Hey,
What's the
what
matter?
are you doing?" And looks right at you, Glob Bob.
I say, pointing a finger to the cow. What are you talking about?
That not cow.
It's not cow. What is it then?
Minx is like, no, cow, it over there. He's like, no, that not cow, that not there. And Minx is like, oh, it not there.
It not there?
Where cow?
I'm confused. I don't see anything.
I don't think that stuff works on science.
I think that because they have two brains, it's easier for them to tell something's bad. And like an illusions and stuff. I say this in Goblin because I'm just like,
yes,
why?
I kind of nod, scarcely.
But you know what is real? Those cows over there.
Oh, those are real cows, yes.
Yes, those are real cows. Those are the only cows in existence. I don't know what you were ever talking about. There was never a cow over there.
We all did not see the imaginary cow.
Yes, it was probably a figment of my imagination. I probably had a stupid reaction to something I ate earlier today. That is it. That is the answer to that question.
Okay, that and that. So Roseminx gets up and starts going towards those other cows that have been
what
pointed
time
out
of the
to
day
her.
is it?
What time of day is it? What time of day is it?
It's getting to late afternoon.
That's
So you'd probably have to delay a little bit longer, but evening's coming pretty quickly, and you guys have been walking away from town for a while.
That's fine. That's fine. Just gotta keep distracting the fiery, two-headed, troubled child.
How's the babysitting going, Mom?
Honestly, she's not as bad as you.
Oh, gee.
Yikes.
Oof.
I mean,
No, she's just nice and listens to me every now and again.
So these cows aren't very far away, and she goes and she starts... She doesn't jump on it like the last one. She actually takes her time with this. Starts sneaking up on them.
Can I stealthily chuck like something at them to kind of startle them so they run away, so she'll have to chase them a bit longer?
How far away from the city are we at this point?
The thing is, it would be really hard to do that while on her shoulders without her noticing.
Even if it's something small like a ball bearing?
It would be hard to do without her noticing.
Okay, fine.
You
I
can
can
do
do
it,
it.
but it's gonna be difficult.
you just might upset her.
Boy, it sure would be strange if somebody were to, I don't know, throw something at this coast and get them to run away in order for her to keep following.
Can I make a stealth check to stealthily throw something at the cows so they start running?
No! Have
Go for
Oprah
it.
bark.
I'm rolling stealth to throw something at the cows, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
please don't make her blame Oprah and stuff.
Yeah, that would be awful. Alright.
But
My
but
stealth
it's
is still...
it's
still
expected
pretty
for a
good.
dog to bark.
Alright,
Or me to bark.
okay. Is a 21 good enough to throw something without him noticing?
Yeah, you are able to do something. And some of the cows do get startled and start moving off, and the other ones start following along, and Rosemin's like, oh, they run! And she starts running after them to chase. Gonna need another acrobatics to stay on her.
Fine by me.
Any more ideas?
That is a 28.
With the 28, you were kind of waiting for this anyways, and you've already experienced it once. She does move pretty quickly, though. And she goes and she dives forward and goes and grabs at two different cows, and she snatches them both. She's, laying down on the ground as she goes and gets up. She holds up the two cows and goes, ha! I have food!
Now
Oh.
But what about me? You didn't get one for me.
Oh, that right. Okay. Goes and pops the head of one of them and then throws it down to the ground. It's like, you guys can eat that one. You guys small, you can probably all eat that. I let you down? Yeah, that
Yes.
sound good.
Yeah, but how about You wait for us to eat this one because we waited for you, and then we'll go get the next one for you, so you get to have 2 cows.
Why don't we just eat the other cow and then we'll go and get another cow and we'll take that one home?
You know what? I like the way you think, so let's eat this cow now.
Yes, you eat
Yes.
this cow.
Go
I
ahead
eat
and
this
eat that cow.
No, I eat that cow. We both eat this cow. Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
We
But
both eat together. We eat
Yeah, but
together,
the thing
and then
is-
when we're all finished, we go get more cow. You take one home, and that's it. That's good. Is that good? Does that sound like a good
Yeah,
plan?
that getting it's starting to get late. Yeah, one more cow and then go home. That sounds like
But wait,
this
for
has
that.
been a
cook this.
good day. She lets you down.
I want
There
to
is
do.
a dead cow in front of everybody.
I don't really know how to prepare a cow.
I do.
You know what? Do we want to take time to cooking this cow? Like, get
I look at
meal
this like,
going?
would you let us cook this cow, honey?
Why don't we just take a hunch off of it? One leg should feed pretty much almost all of us.
Yeah, but I want to waste time.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So I'm gonna get like a fire going here. It's like a small one. Like, all right, don't touch the fire. I'm going to cook the meat so us tiny people can eat it. Okay?
Oh, I have thing for that. And she takes out a small bottle and she opens it, or small to her. It's more like a barrel to you guys. Opens it up and she puts it down very gently. It's like, that make fire burn lots.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
I look into it. What's inside of it? Is it oil?
Nothing but oil.
I'm going to take a few of my empty vials and just fill these up with this.
Heck, I'm gonna do that too. I'm just gonna fill up my 3 empty vials, get some extra oil.
I'm gonna fill up 2 of them, so still have 2 empty vials.
Uh,
So that's just 2 extra flasks of oil.
I want to check around for any of those empty barns that we've passed
I've got a
before.
good amount of oil right now.
Empty barns. Go ahead and look.
Uh,
Then I'm gonna take the rest, like a little bit more of that barrel oil and
23?
separate wood, and then I'm gonna get a fire going.
I'm
23?
going to.
Yes.
You guys have been going like away from the roads and stuff and into the fields and grazing pastures and everything. You aren't near one of those like empty ones that are next to the road, but you do find an abandoned barn not very far away from.
Alright, cool. I want to keep that in mind. Actually, Scratch. I'm gonna point to the barn. I'm gonna, I guess, go check that out.
I just kind of like just patting my burnt butt, like whatever, honey. Go play in the fields, whatever.
Oh shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Me and Glob Bob and are gonna cook this.
Yes.
I pull out the pots and pans from my cooking utensils and just look at them.
We're going to cook this.
I am so tired.
I can. Oh, the adults are talking in Goblin. I know. Yeah, you try being me. I had to sing a song for like a good 2 hours. Oh, that was not easy. And the magic of the wood to keep them interested. I was tired. And now I have to cook this thing.
I look at him and just like, your whole thing is about cooking. Wait, no, it's about
What?
singing.
What?
Exactly.
I have never cooked in my barely ever.
Exactly. Now you're gonna learn to cook. So you know what? Let's cook.
All right, the skill monkey is getting that into action.
Yeah, so the 2 skill monkeys are now learning to cook.
All right, can I make a check to cook good meat?
I have cooking utensils to help with this.
All right, I don't, so I'll use your cooking utensils.
Do you have proficiency with those utensils?
I do not, but I have Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades works.
Perfect.
Sadly I don't, but I think what would it be? Would it be wisdom or?
Yeah, just default to wisdom.
Okay, cool.
plus 2, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, actually.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scout out that barn.
Alright,
For me, it's a 17.
Yeah, for me, that's a 15. Is that enough?
You guys are able to cook cow. It's not very hard. You just put
So
it
you
on a
see,
fire and leave it
We
there for a
burn the
while.
meat, and then before it burns, we eat it.
Yeah, basically.
And I spend an obnoxious amount of time seasoning it. Like, oh, it's got this pepper. I rotate the splint. I got to get the other side cooked and all and everything. How is your meal going up there? And I yell to the giants or Rose Mink.
Oh, meal good. Crunch.
Yes.
Annie with the barn though.
Yeah.
So you start looking over there. Give me another perception.
12.
As you're approaching the barn, there doesn't seem to be like. There's actually a horse that kind of like runs out the other side, but this seems to be nothing but just open area. There's some grass that seems to be actually growing in here, and this definitely seems to have not been used in a long time.
Is it big enough to fit a giant in?
Yeah. Maybe not comfortably, but it's definitely enough to house her.
Alright, I want to see if there's... Assuming there's probably, like, leftover straw and whatnot, and...
There doesn't seem to be very much, just, like, little bits here and there. If there was straw in here, somebody up and took it.
Okay.
So...
Alright, cool.
Seems to be, like, nothing in here.
Okay,
Just
cool.
seems to be the
Just a nice-
supports that's holding everything up.
Alright, I will assess that it will hopefully be safe enough, just in case if the village thing doesn't work out, we have a backup plan. And it's not too far from cows. Alright, well, I guess I'll head back to the party.
Okay. The rest of the party is slowly cooking some meat and getting some stuff together. Rose Minx is trying to take her time with eating. She doesn't prefer to have her meat cooked, but she a little hungry, so she kind of wants to eat and nibble as this all happens. But she's watching you guys very intently as you are cooking.
How long until we finish our cooking?
So, how much of this cow are you trying to cook?
A lot of it, as much as we can, like as much as we would realistically need to eat, and a little bit more to extend the amount of time we spend cooking.
Just the amount for a meal, maybe 2 after, you know, everybody.
Yeah.
That you realize very quickly that there is a ton more meat that's still here.
Yes, and after
Like,
that,
it's an entire cow.
we're just taking our time. We're making a lot more than a few meals for us. Just like, I'm packing a few extra as like, I mean, I might as well keep them because cooking them, so keep a few as like rations.
But it does get to sundown by the time you realize that Rose Minx is getting a little anxious again.
Yeah, by that
you have cooked several meals. There's still a lot of cow that is still there.
Yes, after that, I'll wrap up all the extra and give me, Annie, and all of our party members, including the stone statue, a plate to enjoy some cooked cow and begin consumption.
I'm so happy that Rose Mink helped drag Theodore here.
Yeah. It's too bad that bullet turned him into a stone. Basilisk turned him into a statue.
Was he there for that? Is that allowed?
Did that actually happen? I made an assumption.
We fought cockatrice, and they have a thing.
Oh yeah, I was.
He wasn't there for that, so.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was just pretending that perhaps the reason he's a statue is because he was turned into one. But whatever.
Nah.
Yeah, but I believe in some mythology, cockatrice can petrify things with their eyesight, right?
Can they?
Maybe.
I believe so.
Google!
I'm mostly familiar with the D&D cockatrice, so.
Yeah. Either way.
That and the freaking Dark Souls cockatrice, those things suck, dude.
I absolutely hate those. Good.
Ah, yeah. Wonderful. We all hate cockatrice. Thank you, voice in the sky. Food is great. Nom nom.
Yes, how are you doing, Rose Mix? You make devouring now. We're having a meal and quite enjoying it.
Eating noises.
Yes, How many extra rations can I get by just like keeping some of this meat that I've cooked a lot of?
Like
10
jerky.
extra rations.
Woohoo! I'll properly salt it and stuff just to make sure it lasts a little longer. Rations. Ooh, ration. I'll give some to Oprah too. So Oprah, see, everyone is eating. Whoa!
Is eating.
Yeah,
Whoa! Would you
everybody's
like a plate? Whoa! Welcome to the store. You have no idea what's going on. Whoa! Would you like a
Oh,
plate
welcome
of meat
back,
that
Whoa.
I just cooked? Yes, sorry, our friend was having a seizure. Okay, whoa. So what's happening right now is there's a giant over there, and where?
Hi!
Yes, you're doing it a great time. Yes, so we're cooking a meal. We're cooking a meal, right? We've been trying to spend. I'm whispering this, by the way. We've been trying to spend the entire day doing things. Because there's a giant over there. Her name is Rosemund, Nick, by the way. She's a very good person.
Two-headed giant at that.
Yeah, two-headed giant. We're cooking, she's eating, we're all having a great time. Now sit down.
Ups! I wanna go up again.
Yes, whoa, sit down, shut up, and eat this meat. And I pass her a plate of, Do not even talk about how
Shove
that
this
sounded.
meat in your mouth and don't make any sound.
I just imagine like he's starting like spoon feed her to stop from talking.
Hi, goat. How's it going?
In case
Well,
you
it was going great. I'm very confused.
There's a lot to be
Yes,
confused.
Let's please inform goat.
Okay, so we
Wait.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, firstly, we got into a new region of the kingdoms, one of the new kingdoms. That's the first thing. We then saw a village. And because somebody decided to point out this really tall looking thing in the corner, we decided to veer away from even entering the village and go see what's happening. So there we saw some jackasses and this wonderful lady who was being harassed, and therefore it was up to us, a party of woman-loving individuals and, you know, people who are stone statues, to help this lady out. We made a deal with
By
the
the
jackasses.
way, this lady is 20 feet tall and has 2 heads.
She's also probably a
Details we don't need right now, okay?
details.
The point is, she was being targeted by the man.
Racially
And the man-
harassed.
Yeah, he was harassing her, and all she wanted to do was go to her home. So I talked to them and told them that we would keep her out until nighttime, when we could try to enter into their village while nobody gets to see her, and see if this is her home or not. So now we have spent the last hour and a half basically running about trying to get her to spend the entire day out killing cows.
Pretty sure it was a little more than an hour and a half.
But by the way, we haven't informed her that this is the plan.
Yes, we have not, but she wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Also, I think that I've made a lot of headway in becoming her friend, because she left me on her shoulder.
Oh, that's cute.
She is definitely
Hey.
friendly towards you guys. Her name is Rose Minx.
This is Rose. I point to one face. That's Pink.
I've
They're
been here the whole
and
time,
beautiful.
but you know.
Welcome to whatever is going on here.
How's the food? How's the food, whoa?
Yes, how do you enjoy my cooking? Whoa.
It's very good, but like, I'm not eating it at all. Like, it's just like on my. I'm just kind of like poking it because I don't trust your cooking.
Hey, we did good.
Eat the meat, goddammit.
Oh, okay.
I'll be offended. I mean, I'm not really trying at all.
Scratch is actually offended.
My cooking. Yeah, I would be offended too. How could you not like our cooking?
Poor
I just
Whoa.
ate.
No, you didn't. It's been a whole day.
You have been standing motionless for like 2 hours. That's actually been a lot more than 2 hours.
So hard to get you to move.
Yes,
I
we
have
had to
no
put you on
idea.
the stretcher. We had to put you in the carts that we take Theo in. I have literally never even interacted with him. That's all. I have never spoken a single word to this man.
Hey,
as long as
Atty,
I've known him.
Out of character entirely. How much would we get if we stole Theo as a statue?
How much what?
How much gold would we get if we stole Theo as a statue?
Theodore.
At that point, he just exits the park. Like, it's not. He's autonomous, or he's
Yeah.
has his own autonomy. It's just he's
Can we
not
sell
with
it?
you guys.
Can we
Can we
sell him
send
as a
him into-
slave?
No, you
Okay, so-
can't.
We
Can we
can
sell him
find
as
a
a
keep and
butler?
have him as a decoration.
Chop his head off and put him on the wall.
Hey, Roseminx, your hair isn't looking that, decorated. You want to really, I would say it's pretty ugly. I look at Theodore. You want to have him as an airing?
We're just gonna give Theodore one.
Not happening. Okay.
Dang it. Dang it.
Alright, the one time you're not cool.
So yeah, we're just eating away and... is the sun at least setting at now?
Yes, it is sundown at this point.
Okay, I just want to
Rose
get
Minx is like, oh, you guys done? I have this one. We grab cow and we go back home. Got
Yeah,
it?
but let's...
Just a little longer. I want to watch the sunset.
Come on, just tell her the plan.
It's dark already. Let's
Oh.
go home.
I just say to Annie, if we tell her the plan, she'll realize that we don't believe her and that we might also try to,
No,
get
but
her to...
Yes, let us go. It is. I believe it is nighttime, so let's get going, right, guys?
but. All
the
right,
matter?
fine.
No, speak your mind, honey.
No. Good luck.
Are you sure about that? Any ideas are welcome. I'm just saying. I did not mean to shut you up. That would be a mean thing of me to do. Any
Yeah,
ideas?
we want to hear everybody's opinion because I kind of just came up with this idea on the spot because I honestly didn't know that this was going to happen. I thought honestly we were going to have the bloodshed this morning.
Yes.
No,
So
it just.
We didn't.
What are we gonna do? Cause she can't stay at the village. I already said no. We're
Well,
just letting her
I
into
think
peace.
after that, it'll be a discussion of whether or not the village is going to keep her as a friend because that's her home, and
It might not be her home.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to have her in the village at night angry. I'm kind of using that as my leverage right now.
No.
Ah, yes.
There's
Yes.
Well,
there's a barn over there that's empty that's big enough to keep her.
I'm gonna say in Goblin, are we leading her somewhere else, or are we bringing her back to the town?
This place big enough for her to stay.
I
It's-
get cow, and then we're going to go home, and we have nap there.
Exactly. Let's
Alright,
go
well-
to the town because we promised her that. But hey, Roseming, since it's late, can you lead us back?
Yes.
I want to see if she actually knows where she's going, if she's just wandering.
She stands up very tall, and she starts looking around. That way. Because mountain over there, and that wood there, that way.
Do we see the purple flame from where I'm sitting on her shoulder?
The purple beam of light?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see that.
Hey, Roseming, what's that?
That?
Yeah.
Oh, that weird people. You not like that place.
Can we go investigate?
Can I go
No,
investigate?
no, that not good place.
It's not a good
Why?
idea. Do you know what's there?
Weird people.
Oh.
People talk any language and things, and when they talk, things happen around them.
Oh, that's not good.
It weird, it bad.
Okay, understandable.
Alright then, that plan's out the window. Cool.
Yep.
Well then, I kind of look at Annie. Let's call yours Plan B. Plan very soon to be happening.
Alright, Rose Mix, on the off chance that you come to if that where you think your home is not your home, are you okay with living somewhere else?
But home is home.
Exactly.
I like home. It's a nice hole, and it's big, and I can sleep there.
Mm-hmm.
What if we get you a place that does all of those things, but better?
Better?
Yes,
Maybe better, maybe
Not much better than whole. I don't know. Better could be better.
could be better.
But better could be worse.
No, better will always be better. That's why better's better.
That's how better works.
Exactly.
That
I
should help.
suppose.
Does
thinking-
does our good friend Solaris come back by now?
I don't think we're hard to miss.
Were you guys going to be like? She is intent on going and finding another cow. Solara has not found her way back yet.
Oh, she's still looking for another cow. Okay, cool. Then that's fine.
No. Solar, yeah, she is looking for another cow. Solara is looking for whatever it is you sent her off to.
Okay, well, that's the case then. I'm cool to wait around a bit while, like, on
But she's not cool to wait
around.
around, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't want to wait around.
I know.
How much alcohol do you have?
That was the last bottle.
Do I have any alcohol?
That was my one and only thing that I saved from the fucking bar.
Alcohol.
Go find cow and go home. Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I will not argue with you, my 20-foot story tall, dual wielding friend.
well, let's give this a shot, and
So she starts looking for another cow, but it's difficult for her because it's getting dark.
oh, they don't have night vision.
This is wonderful news.
This is going great, guys.
So I'm still on her shoulder.
Both heads, by the way, or just like interchangeably?
Hmm?
Wait, does she have two heads? Did someone
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Straight up two heads.
And they talk to each other occasionally. They both
Yeah.
speak when you talk, but like one speaks and then the other will speak and then the other one cuts in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they'll argue with each other and whatnot.
A little bit.
Is she like a human that's just tall, or is she like actually like a giant with two heads?
She's a giant.
It gets really hot when she gets angry.
Like 20 feet tall, bigger than your average hill giant, very big.
Wielding a couple of very large weapons.
Yeah,
But she's
Okay.
really pretty.
she's really she's nice, right, guys?
Yeah.
Very nice.
She's
She's
not
fine.
like horribly ugly. She's not hideous, but she's not pretty.
I would assume very unkept. And
Yes, very unkempt.
So what you're saying is a work in progress.
sure.
We could take her to the beauty salon and make her. We could spend the rest of the night.
You take her to a beauty salon and they're like, girl, I am not a miracle worker. I am not touching that.
But no, screw it. We spend the rest of the night trying to make her beautiful.
No, I guess I'll go up to her. Set. Like, hey, I guess. Is there a chance you got on the wrong side of the mountain?
No, there's more mountain on mountain other side.
We've been on the other side of the mountain? Oh, we passed.
You have not.
Oh, okay.
But what I think she's
I
trying.
can't find cow. Where cow at?
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
We want snack for bed. Yeah. Where's the cows?
I don't know. I don't see any cows.
Alright, I guess I'll put my lights up and see if we can find some cows.
Go for it.
Send the little lights off, scampering through the field and kind of walk around. It's roll a stealth to not startle cow.
Well, to not startle them, yeah, but you need to find them first.
Yep.
So you're tracking them so that it'll be a survival.
14?
You're able to find another couple of cows that are looking for their herd.
I guess I'll take a shot at one and see if I can down a cow.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. I assume hits a cow?
You're able to hit it.
Hopefully I can kill it quickly. Poor cow. Ever trudging. Oh, that's not gonna go well. 5.
You deal some damage to it, and it gets spooked and starts running away.
Alright, I got my second attack. I'm gonna try to... Technically prone?
No. Prone
Well-
would be as if you knocked it
Oh.
over.
Oh, okay. 12. 12. No.
12 will hit it.
Alright. 9 damage?
That fells it.
Okay. There.
Hey, look there! Look over there! You know that dead thing? The dead thing right there.
Oh! You hunt cow! And she runs over very excitedly.
Yes, we killed cow.
Yeah, we need another acrobatics.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm scratching like super tired at this point, like, oh god.
Mm-hmm.
That's a unnatural 20.
You don't like that this is going on, but you're used to it by now.
But it's kind of like, oh, fucking hell, my boobs are slapping me in the face and everything. Ah.
Runs over and grabs the cow. Oh, yeah, it good dead. Make sure. And it goes and squishes its head and with a very loud crunch just kind of like smatters in its hand.
I just
Nice.
kind of
Okay.
flinch.
Got cow. Need hold weapons. And cow.
How about we leave the weapons out here, and we'll come back for them in the morning after you sleep. Nobody can
I
take
don't know. Somebody might steal them.
Nobody can take them. They're far too big. All those people are too small and weak. You see what
There are
kind
big
they are?
people around here.
They're what?
There are big people around here.
I heard you, but I'm still saying what?
How about we,
It says.
how about we hide them, like cover them up so no one else sees them?
Do you have another cave anywhere nearby that they can
Um,
hide in?
Can we stash them in
No,
the
that's
barn?
what home is for.
You gonna put it in that barn over there?
That barn.
Oh, she can't see it.
Over there, I pointed it, like, over there. Right there.
Can we
Can
stash?
It's like, it's gonna poke a
They
cheek.
both
It's gonna...
start like squinting their eyes and looking, and they're like, "Barn over there?"
Yeah, there's a barn over there.
We can walk that way. We can find it.
We can walk that way!
But okay. She gathers.
Persuasion, I guess.
She's got the cow in one hand, and she goes and she puts both of her weapons in her left hand, just kind of like holding on to them as she walks along.
Mhm.
She looks very awkward and unsure what to do, but she's got a good grip onto the cow.
Okay. Very good grip of the cow.
Mhm.
That's it oozing and.
Ugh. We can't really see it though because it's dark. Sure, we can smell it.
No.
Oh yeah, you can sure smell it.
I got dark vision, so I can.
Ooh, yeah,
You'll
me
see
too.
it.
60. Nah,
Yeah, same.
That's we all have dark vision. That's plus of monster party.
Yeah.
You small ones show where barn is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, right here. I'm gonna light the I don't know, like a torch, I guess, and just like illuminate kind of the area of the barn so they know where it is. Put their weapons
I
through
got my
the door.
cat's my cat running around too.
So you guys are leading her towards the barn.
Yep.
And you approach. The barn is right there. Leave weapon here?
Yeah.
I can hold on to one. Yeah, we can still hold one. And then cow in other hand. Or leave the cow here. No, cow get definitely eaten. Yeah.
Yeah, cow would get eaten.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
leave the cow here and attract more people. So
It is getting late.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Would have to run
we'll-
really quickly. So
Weapon would also weigh us down, so you could leave both weapons and move a lot faster.
Move faster would help. No, we should carry one. We don't know what's gonna happen.
You said one is like a mole, right? Like a morning star.
One is a morning, like it is a tree with several other like pikes that are stabbed into it.
How about we
through
stick one of the cows on the spikes of of this one? I point to the morning star. That way we can carry like a kebab.
No, then that allows her to carry both weapons.
No, that just makes the cow. Ugh, no. That's
She
not good.
sits down and she starts trying to stab the cow onto the morning star.
God damn it!
What was?
No, I have an idea about this. Trust me.
I am trusting you.
It's going to handicap her. Trust me.
Uh,
I just imagine if I talk to them down there, I say it in Goblin to Globum, and he relays it quietly.
Oh yes, I relay it, crying.
Basically, with the cow on the stick, she will want to use that less because she'll lose her cow.
Oh yes.
maybe.
It's a big maybe, but we've been playing with maybes all day today.
Yes, we have. We've been literally playing with
so
fire.
she starts trying to like stab the cow onto the morning star. She's not very successful with doing so. Minx is actually lifting up her head and looking at the barn, and kind of like looking and staring at it.
I asked Meeks, what do you think of the barn? Is it pretty neat?
I like the color. Red, good color. Yeah.
We could. Would you?
Scratch
Rose
the head.
is like,
What the fuck do you get red
but
peas?
green is better color.
How about if inside was green and red outside was red?
What if we made you the best barn ever, with all the colors you could ever want, and better than your hole?
I don't know. Hole is really nice.
But this is near the cows, so you can get cows all the time.
And whatever, here's what this, you tell us what hole has, and we make this place 10 times better than your hole could ever be.
Like,
Hole has rocks and stream, fresh water.
we could get rocks and we could get a stream.
We could certainly do that.
Yeah.
How the fuck are we getting a stream?
I look.
Figure that one out.
I
We'll
look
figure
at
that
Marm
out.
sharply.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
but the
Hopefully,
bridge
there's
is
something to put the
stream.
bridge.
We can get rock, and we can probably get.
Let's hope that's not her actual hole to start with, and then we'll just back up to the barn.
So what do you say?
Hopefully, Solara will actually find her actual hole if that's not it.
Yes, but for the time
Like-
being,
During this, while she's attempting to get this cow onto this, she's having a lot of difficulty with it, but she is kind of warming up to the idea of the whole barn thing. Solara does end up sneaking up to the party and going, "Hi, she tracks led to trees, not hole.
Trees?
Maybe sleep thing happen."
Oh.
I guess the barn it is.
I think she napped in the forest for a good long while.
That or she grow from forest.
Well,
Hey, honey, did you grow from the forest?
Wait, I want to do a perception. I want to see if she has a bunch of earthy stuff on her that looks like, you know,
She doesn't
Couple-
bathe, does
Go
she?
ahead and
generations
give a
of crap.
perception. And she says, "No, I not grow from forest. I grow from mom.
Is mom the
Mom's a
forest?
bitch." Yeah, she was.
I put my hand on her shoulder. And in
you're
Goblin,
on her shoulder.
I just say in Goblin to go Bob. Are we sure we can't have to kill that village? Because I'm really relating to her right now.
Unfortunately,
I say back in Goblin, are you sure even with her we can kill that entire village?
I never said kill, I just said I want to hate things now. My feelings are hate.
I rolled a 10, unfortunately. Somebody else please look.
Alright, so how about this? Alright, I'll start getting this barn all suited for you to be your perfect home as long as you sleep here for the night. Is that a deal?
Can I ask Lara to also look to see if she looks planty?
That is a unnatural 20 for my perception to see if she looks planty.
She definitely does not look planty.
She doesn't look
She
planty!
might. She's got a little bit of dirt clumps on her, but
I don't think she
that's
bathed.
probably from sitting or laying or something from last week. You don't
She
know.
still has some blood on her hand from the first cow she killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the second one. And the third. And this one.
Poor cows.
Whoa, are you doing anything in any of these exchanges?
I was about to ask if, like, have I read anything about giants, like where they stay, or like if they're usually this close to a settlement?
Or how long they
give
sleep.
me a history.
Does she get advantage on that because of the information that I told everybody about the place earlier?
No, she does not.
Damn it.
Does
That's
me
an unnatural 20 anyway.
Oh, ooh. Oh, good job.
Oh yeah, I got a +7 in history.
Most giants tend to live in mountainous areas. There's a few that will wander into like lowlands and stuff, but they still tend to live in caves and stuff. The thing is that you don't really know of any cave except for the one that seems to be pointed out is in the middle of this town, and the town's like, we do kind of have one, so.
So I'm gonna try that, my persuasion again, to see if we can persuade her to stay in the barn as we make it all good and special.
Camping trip?
So how about this, alright? We'll fancy up this barn, make it everything you could ever want in a barn, in exchange for you sleeping here tonight, and forever after, once it's your new home.
No. Oh god, no. I just kind of facepalm. Don't think we can convince her to just straight up move, but for that way.
Might as well try.
Well, go ahead and try.
Good luck.
Alright. May the dice be with me.
Please be.
Ooh. Okay, +8 to my persuasion. That's going to be a 24.
It would take a lot of work. I like red. I don't know, it takes a lot of work to make a home again. Maybe we could, like, dig down a little bit, make it a real home.
Yeah?
I like that idea.
That sounds like a great idea.
But it's late.
You sleep
We
here.
should sleep here tonight. Yes, let's sleep here. Everybody sleeps in.
Sure.
You guys
let's all
stay
sleep
quiet while we sleep.
Yes.
And she actually goes and points at everybody.
here.
Like,
Just
stay quiet.
Mm-hmm. Very quiet.
stay nice and quiet.
She starts to crawl into the barn. Like, it's plenty enough room for her, but, like, it's not a very big space compared to her, and she likes to, like, move about, and she kind of, like, tries to get her bearings, and she kind of, like, thumps into some of the supports occasionally, and it's very awkward for her.
Do I jump off of her before she gets, like, into the barn?
Yes.
I go up to Globbob and I just say, hey Globbob, do you have, like, can you use that minor illusion or, like, prestidigitation to just kind of make the inside of that barn look like green or red, depending on which one we need to feel happy?
To be honest, I'm really not sure I can do that.
It
Can you
would
make
take a lot of castings, and they wouldn't last very long.
No, it would not.
How big can you make a minor illusion?
5 by 5.
But illusions don't work. She
Well,
didn't
I
see
do
the
have
cow.
some. I do have some other things to do. Hold on.
I know I have one thing that's green on me currently.
It
I don't
didn't
know if
really
you get-
sound like. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
It didn't really sound like she was very trusting of magic with the way she described at the purple thing, people speaking and then things happening, and then calling it bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she can. She has really good things with seeing true illusions,
Oh,
apparently.
Perhaps we could, while she's sleeping, get some materials from a store, like wood and green paint.
I look at our party and it's like, yeah, you know, the 2 goblins, the drow, and now the demon. Yes, we're gonna be easy going in at night. We gotta rob a place, boy.
We're going to buy stuff, like everyday citizens, right?
At night.
Yeah, we're gonna do things like normal people in Goblin. So which store you wanna rob?
I repeat in Goblin. Well, I mean, I don't really want to rob any place, but let's go into that town back there if we can go in, and then try to get some materials from a shop. I'm sure the guards will be at least interested to know that we got the giants to stop wanting to go into their town.
For now.
That's good, but I think one of us should keep an eye on her just to make sure she's Hey,
Yes,
Rosemink! Rosemink, are you gonna take a nap now?
Yes.
Yeah, I sleep.
Okay then, honey. Okay, let's go.
Hey,
How
where
far-
are you going? And one of the heads is snoring.
Oh, well, you
The
see,
other one is asking where you're going.
yeah, I just look at it like, honey, we're gonna get some green paint so that the inside gets green and the outside stays red.
So which one is awake?
Please be Rose. Please be Rose. Please be Rose.
It's Rose.
Of course it's
Nice.
Only some of us are leaving to get some stuff to make this place super good for you. So
You wanna make a home? We're gonna help you make a home. We are Team Property Brothers.
I put my hand on the other goblin's scratch his shoulder. We're the property siblings.
I just like, don't ever touch me again.
We're the property goblins, and we're going to. Beautiful.
Exactly. Those words.
That doesn't sound like a great idea. You guys were friends, though. Or yeah, you're friends. You stay here.
We'll come back. Some of us will stay here too, so you know we come back. Isn't that right, Annie?
Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to stay?
Well, at
I'll
least
stay.
some of
Laura says that she'll stay. She
Alright.
doesn't want to go into the town anyways.
So Lara can stay. Anyone else want to stay?
I'll just stay. I don't mind.
Okay.
Good luck.
then-
Why? No.
so that leaves me.
Do you want me to go?
The 2 goblins. Yay, the guy.
The 2 goblins and the demon are going town to
Well-
buy things.
I have older self. I can make myself look like not a demon. First of all, it's a cling. Very
Can I
rude.
Can I use my disguise kit to try to make myself look better?
Wait! I have costumes and a disguise kit. Can I try?
And I have proficiency in it too. Can
You should look like try to look like halflings.
Can I look
Yeah,
like
can I try
I look like a gnome better than a half.
I have a fake beard as one of my costumes. So can I get all dolled up as a dwarf?
That's
We're going-
quite the dwarf, but
Can I do it?
it's possible.
All right, do I have to roll with that? The costume
So
and
let's see.
disguise
We've
kit?
got Glob Bob, Woe, and Scratch that are going to go into town disguised.
Yeah.
Then Annie and Solara are going to stay with Rosemary.
Yeah, we'll hang out here. I'll sit there with my little light cats, and I'll make them kind of look like they're curling up with the giant, so the giant kind of feels like she. Wait, can she see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The light.
She
Nice.
doesn't really like them crawling on her, though.
Oh, okay. I won't.
It's like she goes and tries to thwack at them a few times.
Fucking mosquitoes. Fucking moscatos.
So what is your
Moscatos.
alter ego, Scratch?
Ah, yes, my alter ego. This thing I have done so often. I am Hillary Clinton.
I am Donald Trump.
Oh.
Hey, actually, I don't like this bit. I don't like
Okay,
this
okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah,
You're
I'll-
free to change that.
yeah,
Okay,
that was good for a one-stop joke. No, for real. I am Hal. Oh, what's a good dwarf name? I am Halbeard Glitterman.
Okay.
What's Theodore's full name?
I'm gonna have to actually pull up his character for that.
You're gonna try to be a tiny Theodore?
I mean, I can be a jackass, so.
Yeah. Careful, you might turn yourself into a mule.
I don't get it.
You know?
Jackass.
No, I get the joke. I know.
Ew.
I get the joke. I'm just saying, like, Scratch is like, I don't
Scratch doesn't get
understand.
the joke.
She does not think that her daughter would make fun of her in this critical moment.
Because why would she? That would be rude.
Yes, daughter. Could be.
Where the heck is Theodore?
You know what? I think I would. My name will be freaking. What's a good goblin name? My name is Mary Poppin.
Okay. Halbeard Glitterman, Mary Poppin, and what's your alter ego? Whoa.
What's a good human name?
Mark Ruffalo.
Samuel. Oh wait, I've got a better one. Samuel L. Jackson.
Just say the word motherfucker.
I'm gonna be Nathan Fillion, and I'm gonna try and look as close to him as I can.
What does alter self do?
You look like somebody else.
But you know what? Yeah,
it is an illusion though, so it's not like
I thought it was
you
actually.
can make yourself actually change a whole lot. No, that's unless I am getting the wrong spell.
Isn't Nathan Fillion that guy from Castle?
Yes.
Also, with alter
And
self,
Firefly.
Okay, cool.
with alter self, can't you like literally change your appearance? Like actually?
Wait, let me double check.
Alter self is the one where you actually change yourself.
Oh, so you're literally becoming a human for how long is that? An hour.
To an
right?
hour.
Yeah, just recast it if you feel like it's gonna run out.
How about,
I'm sure
how about we do that a bit closer to there, since
Yeah, you can. I mean, we'll disguise back here because that doesn't have a time limit. But you'll throw on your human disguise when we're close.
Yeah, and I
human
can
skin.
stay in it for like 3 hours. If I
Nice.
keep recasting it.
Nice, but let's cast it when we reach there. So, how much is it? What is it to disguise self? What is it? To
Do you
disguise self?
have proficiency with disguise kit?
I do actually.
Okay, so add your proficiency to your intelligence modifier.
Oh
And
fuck.
once again, I have Jack of all trades. Is that good enough to use it?
If you do not have proficiency with disguise kit, yes.
Okay then.
Then Jack
It
of all
would
trades.
still be your intelligence modifier, but you would add half of your proficiency.
Well,
Okay then. So that's a
alright.
9. That's a 19 for me.
This is gonna be a. That's decent. 16 for me.
Okay. I'm sorry, Scratch, who are you going to be again?
Mary Poppins, the gnome, because gnomes have sharp ears too, right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Moving along.
Yeah.
So you guys approach the town. It's still like a good hour away. Like you were wandering off into nowhere to be able to
Yeah.
try and distract her. So let's actually move to Annie and Solara. You're noticing, Annie, as these two are sleeping. It tends to be usually one will sleep and the other one stays awake, and then the other one wakes up, so the other one nods off, and they go back and forth like this.
Oh. Okay then.
It's kind of weird. Like they nap and then wake up, and then the other one naps. But they don't really move a whole lot when doing.
No, I assume it's just their routine.
They do keep an eye on you and Solara, Sir Weaselton.
Oh.
Of course.
Can I just kind of wander the barn a little bit, see if I find anything useful, like rope or...
Make a perception.
rope and things?
It is also pretty late right now.
6. I find nothing.
Yeah, you searched it earlier and you couldn't really find anything, so...
Okay.
Nothing really to come upon at this point. Although Rose Minx is just kind of like laying in the middle of everything. Sprawled out here and there.
Yeah. Try not to.
Solara kind of finds herself into a corner and starts to rest a little bit.
Is there like a back door?
Yeah, that's actually wide open doors right now. You can go in the front, you can go in the back. There doesn't seem to be any side doors.
I guess I'll...
It seems like a pretty well built structure, just abandoned.
Okay. Perfectly good barn, just left to rot.
Yeah.
I guess I'll hang out more at the back door, and kind of take a nap. I don't imagine she's gonna get up and do anything.
Well, she's not moving a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, like when they swap up heads, they kind of look around a little bit, but other than that, no.
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of rest up as well and keep an ear open.
Okay.
Light sleep.
As the trio approaches the town, there are several guards that are actually outside, like kind of set up like as a post, and they are all kind of looking and searching. And as you guys approach, I imagine you've cast your illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As you guys approach, the guards say, "Stop! We're not welcoming anybody at this time. We're expecting an attack, and we are trying to prepare against it."
We
Oh, you're doing what? Who's going to attack?
We're expecting a giant to attack.
Oh, bother! It would be so bad if we were caught outside during this attack. Could you please let us in? We're obviously not giants.
They start to narrow their eyes at you guys, saying, "No, we're not accepting anybody at this time."
Could you direct us to a place that would accept us then, if that's the case?
Maybe your gnome home. Why don't you go there?
That is rude.
Yeah, it is, and I'm sorry, but we're trying to protect this town.
I look at Nathan Fillion.
You're a human here.
Can you
Look, we just
convince
wanna-
your...
We have gold to spend. Can we just like hang out? Also, my voice doesn't sound like this. I sound like Nathan Fillion because that's Elga self does that.
I don't sound like this in real life, guys.
What a
Yes,
shock.
you sound like Nathan Fillion. That's very sexy, very awesome. Yeah. That's still a persuasion to get by these guys.
Do I have advantage because I'm fucking Nathan Fillion?
You're allowed to roll because you're fucking Nathan Fillion.
Oh, I
Good
get
news, guys. That's an 8.
Can I...
By punching you and telling you to do better, can I give...
They respond, "The town is in lockdown. We are expecting an attack. There is no way to be able to spend coin now. Perhaps in the morning."
Question. What happens if there's no attack? I'm sorry. Question. What happens if there's no attack?
We're expecting it.
They didn't answer my question, sir.
As you are continuing a conversation, there's actually a white guard that approaches.
I wave.
It's like, sorry about that. What seems to be the problem here?
We have gold and are looking for an inn. and we want to spend it.
Well, I would recommend going straight to the inn. There is probably going to be an attack going on. That is why we have the guards set out right now.
Why is everybody saying there's an attack going on? I haven't seen this giant that you've all talked about.
Miss, could you please calm down?
I'm sorry.
I will escort you personally to the inn, and I would recommend that you stay the entire night and not go out. We are in lockdown. At that point that you would leave there, you may be attacked. Because we are allowing nobody else on the streets. Me escorting you to the inn would be able to get you there.
I look at the group. It's now up to you guys here for this part.
That is understandable. Take us to the inn. Take us to the inn.
Alright? Just follow me. Follow very closely. Okay?
Okay.
Yay.
A giant might pop out of nowhere. Caution. It might be in any alleyway.
I look down every alleyway. Every now and again, I look at a rat and be like, is that a giant? Is that what we're looking for?
As you guys actually walk into the town, the gates to this town are mostly open, but they are like, they have several guards ready to be able to shut them at a moment's notice. They are like getting ready for some kind of fight, and there's a bunch of guards. There's at least 20 here, there's 20 more just inside the doors here, and as you are walking to the inn, you see several of them that are not patrolling, but like on guard, ready for something to happen as you guys are walking along the main road.
I raise a hand to wave, but I put my next hand and like pull it down like, no, these guys are assholes.
They don't deserve your waves.
Exactly. My wave is
you do get a few glances.
This is because I'm a thick, curvaceous Mary Poppins.
Maybe.
It's because of my great beard and disguise. I mean, my great beard. Oh.
I just might be well.
I mean, Nathan Fillion's a pretty attractive man.
Yeah, totally.
Now come on, Nathan Fillion, we have to get to the inn.
And you know, not all of these red guards are male. There's definitely a few females amongst them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are you gonna finger gun them and wink?
I am. I was about to say that.
As you're walking around and you kind of finger gun one or two, like, they react, but you know, they're still on guard and everything. There's one that just absolutely swoons, and the guard next to her just kind of grabs, puts her upright.
I'm so glad D&D exists to let me fulfill my dream of being Nathan Fillion.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, a drink to that.
Drink!
Cheers.
Cheers. Non-alcoholic cheers.
Laughs and tasty.
We really dug ourselves into a hole this time, guys.
Yep.
Actually, the problem is lack of a hole.
You guys are following along towards the middle of town, and then you turn off sharply to the left. But as you do so, you do kind of spy, like this giant structure that is kind of like this roof that's over this open pit. And you see that there's actually several like lanterns and stuff that are down into that. It goes farther down than you can see, and you're not getting close enough to actually inspect, but you think there's actually some maybe buildings or establishments inside this hole that's just kind of been dug into it.
I'm going to bet that that's not the giant's home. I say that in goblin to Scratch, but very, very, very lowly. And by Scratch, I mean, what's your fake name again?
Mary Poppins.
To Mary
Yeah.
Poppins. Can I spell that?
I can, you can just kind of make it sound like you're coughing.
Yeah.
I just look at him and I nod. I think we might have had the wrong idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, though, these guys.
So the white guard turns off towards a road and then leads you to an inn. This is actually called the Badger's Den, and it seems to be a pretty decent-looking establishment. It says, "This is an inn that I recommend. Go ahead and spend your coin in here. You wouldn't mind spending more coin than usual, right? They'll take care of you, trust me. My name's Aaron. You can actually drop my name in here and they'll try and help you out. Perhaps in the morning you can figure out what it is you need to shop for.
Yay!
But
Yes.
But please do not come onto the streets at night here. You may be attacked.
Would
Have my word.
will one of your guards attack us? Or something?
Possibly. Some of them are pretty itchy about this. Especially, and he leans close and speaks in Goblin, if you are speaking in strange language.
I cough. Ah, shit!
Ooh, that's not good.
It just kind of sounds like everyone's like coughing to me. So
Scratch. What exactly did I say to you in Goblin?
That doesn't look like what we looked. I think you just kind of said like, "Hey, that's not like what we thought it was."
Yeah. So nothing too suspicious.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And now, what's your fake name again?
Fucking hell! It's so simple. How do you remember Nathan Fillion, but not the amazing classic Mary
How can
Poppins?
you forget Nathan Fillion? I'm sorry.
I would say, first of all, Nathan Fillion is a great man, and I've never even, this is gonna sound weird, I've barely ever heard of Mary Poppins. I know who she is, but it's never came up ever. And this is also the first time I've ever heard of Nathan Fillion, and it's sticking in my mind more than Mary Poppins.
This is the first you've ever heard of Nathan Fillion. Look up Nathan Fillion. That is a sexy man, okay?
I'll be real, this is the first time I played him as well. I just know well to Google quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But at the same time,
I had to Google what the Scottish
Mary
roll
Poppins.
was.
I look at the white god. How does he not know Mary Poppins?
Anyway, us three, I nod to the guard who just spoke to me at Goblin, and then I walk right into the fine establishment that is right in front of me.
The guard doesn't stop you, lets you just walk right on in. Inside there is a guy that's at the counter, and he seems to be counting up a few things and writing some stuff down. He's like, "Oh, I thought we were in lockdown. Good evening. Can I help you?"
Yes.
We would like a room, please.
Yes, a room.
One room?
Yes.
Out of panic. Yes, one room.
One room. I suppose we're halfway through the night. 2 golds.
I put 2 gold down.
Looks good. Hands you the key. So the third one on the right upstairs. Can I have a name to write down here?
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Got it.
Whoa, you should write it down so you have it's like, hey, would you like an autograph?
I'm the Hey, aren't you the famous author of something, Nathan Fillion?
I just kind of look down to myself and was like, I should fucking just set out Scarlett Johansson. Fuck these guys. Fucking Adele. That'd be a
Oh
great name.
shit.
Adele.
Wait, oh my god. Oh shit, he is hot. Fuck.
Yeah, he's a good looking
he's
man.
fucking hot as hell.
Uh,
He has done a lot of things too.
Mhm.
what?
I think he-
Captain Malkin and something? I'm just looking him up.
A firefly.
Yeah, Firefly. Didn't you write that book, Firefly?
I was about to say.
The screenplay. Or, not screenplay. Theatrical.
I've sung all about your stories. I do them because I am a
Like-
bard.
Do you have any alcohol?
Actually, yes, lots of alcohol.
I've got a little bit.
I'll take it.
Whatever you've got, tell me. Yes, I'd like some alcohol as well, please.
Just like a couple of beers. Is
I
that?
look him in the eye. I said I'll take it.
Okay,
I have it.
Intimidating.
I'll
No.
get some up to your room. It's gonna be
Wonderful.
3 silver a pop.
Wonderful.
So how many do we need? 3? Sound good? Okay.
Good. I hand him the 9 silver he needs. Let me just get this off of my freaking sheet now.
Yes, I say as I grab the key and I start walking up the stairs.
It's like, okay, I'll get that up to you in just a bit.
I was gonna stick back and ask the barkeep. Hey, this lockdown thing, it's pretty scary, right? You know what's going on with that?
They're apparently expecting an attack tonight. We've actually been attacked a lot in the past month or so. Are you from not around here, I'm assuming?
I nod.
Yeah, I'm from pretty far away. You probably haven't heard of it. What's
Hollywood?
been attacking you?
From Albuquerque.
Yeah.
The far-off land of America.
I'm from Serenity. You wouldn't know it.
No, I'm not familiar with it. Anyways, it seems to be like anything really. Like it started, like about a month ago. We were attacked by a bunch of zombies. Few nights after that, there were some spellcasters that came after us, and then we had orcs, and it's not just happening to us, it's happening to all the other towns. Like, the capital of Quinn was apparently attacked by a horde of goblins, and there's apparently a dragon flying around. It's just, like, pure chaos. Things have been going crazy lately.
Do they know where these guys are coming from, or are they just kind of showing up?
They're just seeming to pop out of nowhere.
You know, I bet it has something to do with that purple light.
I bet it has to do with the purple light and the weird dude in the
Yes.
road.
You say purple light and he doesn't have any idea what's going on.
The big purple thing outside of town, it's pretty bright because it's a light.
I don't get outside of town too often.
You could see it from the town.
Take a laser beam, like, you know.
It's really hard to miss. You'd have to try not to see it.
Like, you know. Woo,
He's looking very confused when you say that.
You'll see it in the morning, probably, if you looked.
I don't know of any purple light. I'm here in my inn, okay?
Fair enough.
But yeah, head on up. I'll get you those beers in a sec. I just need to finish up my accounts here.
Okay.
Cool.
To the room, guys.
Yeah. Walking noises.
Do locks the door behind me.
There are 2 beds in this room, but there's also a few chairs that are set up, a nice little desk. It's not a bad little inn. And actually, because goblins, you don't really stay at inns too often, this is immaculate. Never been in a place like this before.
Wow, Nathan Fillion, this is immaculate.
Yes, Nathan Fillion. You know, I like Nathan. Can you do that more often? I think I like Nathan Fillion a little bit more than Whoa.
I walk over to Globbob. I extend one hand into the air.
No.
Give me the highest of fives.
I endure. Well, but there's a loud slap. It's the biggest high five you've ever seen.
Oh, come on.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and look uncomfortable and like, okay.
Oh my, that's a nat 20 for my performance for that high five.
So mean.
Sure,
I hate to say it, but that's just not fair because it's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Congratulations,
comparing.
though. You've added Nathan Fillion to your party.
Wonderful, Nathan Fillion, the wizard.
Yeah. You know what they say? You find a gold bar in a trash bag. Do you take the trash bag or just the gold bar?
Oh my god.
Guys are so terrible.
I've heard that one before in my life, and I'm gonna
Oh
use
my god, that is horrible.
that. Who actually
Oh,
used that line?
horrible.
You guys are assholes.
I
Dang.
know I'm horrible.
Hey, you were mean to my character last session. It's payback! Goblin time!
Payback time! Payback.
Goblin time!
Goblin time! Screw other races. Goblins are the best. Fuck everyone else.
So
That is literally racist.
Literally.
I look, I'm just like, did you not see the guy we talked to? He was like, oh, go back to your gnome hole. Gnomes live in castles. I don't know.
I never gnomes lived underground.
I don't know. I've never seen a gnome in my life.
Well, I know quite a lot about things.
You do. That's why you know that we should have Nathan Fillion and not Woe anymore.
You're right. Did you just stay like this permanently, or is that a little too ask?
So,
There's a knock at the door, and
Oh, right.
brought your drinks.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you.
I only open the door a sliver so I can grab the drinks and then
Yeah,
close them
just
immediately.
hands you one at a time.
cool.
Yes.
Is very careful with them, and they're nice, like big glasses that are filled to the brim.
So, let's drink to commemorate our new party member. Kampai!
I'm gonna chug that shit.
For Nathan Fillion.
Nathan, you better filly up!
Does it? Alright, now that I've had a drink, I can think a lot clearer. We're really fucked, aren't we?
Okay, hear me out. I don't know if I can, but I can try to sneak out of here and go inform Solara and Annie.
So, there's a real problem. I was planning to come here, buy the stuff, and get out before morning. However, we need to stay here until morning unless we can stealth out, and I do not think we can get a lot of supplies out through stealth. So what if...
But the thing is, I trust Rosemink, and I think they're going to stay asleep. But that's
Yeah.
tonight, so we could actually rest tonight, and then, the whole shebang about getting the paint and shit tomorrow, and then head out. Because I know Rosemink isn't going to come and attack. I look to the heavens above for confirmation.
As we swap over to the barn.
Okay. At this point, by the way, Glump is just lying down, contemplating his life choice.
On victory. Don't you love it?
I fucking cheers, fucking cheers, cheers to Nathan Fillion, fucking cheers to this.
A non-alcoholic beverage.
Oh,
It's one way to fuck up when not in a combat encounter. We'll figure it out, right?
So, back to the barn.
Back to the barnyard.
I was about to say that.
That show was awesome. Fuck everyone else.
I love that show. How dare you fuck me?
Ooh. That was a mistake.
Okay. So Rose Minx is still like sleeping, but trying to stay awake and all of that. Annie, it's starting to get pretty late.
Honestly, probably with Scratch, I gonna find it more likely that she will sleep through the night.
Like, you kind of know what the plan is, but been a while.
True. So,
We should have had a compromise for time.
we split the party!
Solara is still resting in the corner, but she seems alert at this point.
I'm gonna make my way over to Solaru and sit down with her. So, should we look for them, or do you think they're okay?
Scratch.
Hi.
Hard to kill. However, morning might be bad.
Yeah.
Sir Weaselton, good judge of character. This, not good character, as she's motioning towards Rosemary.
Do you think she
Things
actually
might
belongs
be
here?
bad. I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you think she actually belongs here?
She looks at Roseminx and then looks back to you. She not smell of this place, but she know this place.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna guess Scratch is fine. But yeah, we gotta figure out what to do with her.
This barn may work, but she big problem.
Sorry. Do you think we can convince her to stay? Or should we move her farther from the town?
She thinks for a minute, and then she actually responds very differently than she normally does.
Oh my.
Town might be home. Maybe it good for town that she moved there.
Solara is approving us to let the giant kill the town. Woo!
Good, actually. That's a good idea.
Wait, are you saying to let her take out the town?
I mean, what harm could really
She
be caused by that?
shrugs.
Hi.
All right, I'm not here. Ooh. What pain could be caused by that? Says the spiritual Bob.
My ears keep ringing. I can't hear Schlubdubs. No.
Just my thought. People die either way. Town want kill her. She may smash town.
I'll have to ponder that over. Town's been there for a long time.
In forests, things die. Things get killed by other things.
Do you think we should walk away from this?
She shakes her head. We part of this now.
Ah.
Scratch is laughing in the distance.
I mean, to be fair, they're racist. They haven't given us any reason to our town, so.
If walk away, she may follow.
Oh.
We have a walking tank.
We end up with a new
She not
NPC.
good character.
We're like Absol in Pokemon, we bring destruction.
Is there a chance we can find another cave for her?
Maybe mountain, not here.
Where's the
Only
mountain
cool.
from?
And I kind of hate to do this, but I kind of want to end it right here.
That's fine. That's actually
I
fine.
think this is actually a really good spot too. I think, like,
Yeah.
if we
Okay.
continue, it might just start to crash into something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
And
really
you
got,
guys can sit and formulate a plan at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, we can
yeah,
get
we
something
really got
plotted.
sidetracked here. Okay, so are we going to A, make the barn her home, B, let her smash the town, or C, find her a new home in the mountains? What are we
Yeah.
doing?
All of which are options. This is D&D, guys.
I feel kind of bad to say that, but Scratch it actually wants Scratch after like the racist number 1, the first guy, and then racist number 2 when she comes as like a gnome. It's like, humans are bitches.
Yes,
I
they are.
100 Globob 100% agrees. I'm
Also,
saying
we'll get also think about it. We don't need to buy from the shop if we own the shop's corpse.
we theoretically could let her destroy the town. I mean, come on, it's one giant. Like, what are those guards gonna do? Unless they've got like a captain with like some good abilities, so she'll like pow pow pow, make them all dead.
You guys continue to discuss. I'm gonna AFK a little bit. I like what was going on here, but I can't really award a whole lot of XP because not a whole lot actually was accomplished. So we're gonna say 300 to you guys,
That's
and
fine.
we'll see at the conclusion of whatever happens here.
Oh,
Whatever happens.
Everybody, we had 6,050. Okay,
Ah, okay.
cool.
Okay.
And okay, so let's start with Goat. Goat, what's your idea?
I'm gonna AFK, but yeah, you guys can continue to discuss. So.
Yes.
14
Sorry.
things.
My bad. Nathan, fill in. What's your idea?
You son of a bitch.
Come on, Nathan Fillion, what's the plan?
So, hear me out. How about we don't be assholes and we don't just kill people? But
You
Oh.
were not here. You were not here for who was the asshole in the situation. To be quite
they've
fair,
been attacked a bunch.
no.
Oh.
They
No.
threatened this thing in the first place, and the party ended up diffusing that situation quite nicely.
Yeah.
And even so, they were still being very harsh to us, drawing weapons on us, even though we did nothing. And straight up, the guy threatened me, saying, "Oh, I've killed 100 and so of your kind." And I was like, "Okay," right to my face. Wow.
Okay, but like, don't like the magical thing going on here. I'm like 90% sure right now it's a fucking time vortex shit going on. But
yeah,
like,
but that's not our problem. What our problem is
Yeah.
getting rid of this town here. Like, these people have
Rid of
not
the
been
town,
nice
so
to
it's already
us.
decided.
Like, they're just a bunch of racist humans who we don't care about. We could like sick.
I'm not saying we have to kill them. I'm just saying
No,
that
you're right.
we don't have to stop the giant from killing them.
Yeah, but we sick our friend on them. She destroys the town while we happily stroll along, taking our message wherever it needs to be.
And on
okay,
the, and
it sounds
if-
like you're less into finding a way for Rose Mix to have a home and more how to kill this village.
we
Actually, no.
this village. Well, yeah,
we
and
spent the
we'll make-
entire session getting her home.
yeah, we're interested in it.
Interested,
if we-
but
if we
hey,
weren't,
we
we'd
could
have been
murder a
gone
village
along.
in the process.
Yeah, we honestly the only reason we're changing our mind now is because things happened in the story for us to want to change our characters' minds. Because
Yeah, they don't.
straight up, because in the beginning we talked to the gods and said, "Hey, we're going to take her away from the village." We did that. So could you do us a favor? Get everybody inside. Keep it safe. Keep it quiet. We want to bring her in so we can show her the hole and find out if this is her place or not. If not, we will convince her to leave. And I'm pretty damn certain we could have done that. But when we come back to the village, what we see is, we're getting ready for an attack. Me. That's not what's going to happen. 2. Hey, you. Fuck your race. Yeah, that's not fun.
And you were
Okay,
a
like-
gnome, a race that's not normally hostile. Imagine what they would have done if we came up as goblins and a tiefling.
Hey, you remember that guy literally came up to my face and was like, "Yeah, I've killed hundreds of your kind and I don't care to kill you either."
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm a
I'm not
goblin
saying
too,
that-
and that's insulting. We're fucking goblins. It's like saying a white person coming up to a black person. I've killed hundreds of your kind.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
I mean, basically. Yeah,
And I'm not saying that we have to kill everybody in the village. I'm just saying we don't have to stop our friend from trying to find a home. Because the thing is, as much as Scratch likes it, Scratch did all of that because Scratch wants to avoid fighting at the moment.
Mhm.
But her home isn't there. There's something going on. So
We don't
even
know.
if she,
Well, that might be her
We
home
don't
and they know
know.
it.
I mean, I get
like,
that.
I feel like we should talk to her and like see if she has any like. Does she remember big flashes? Does she remember anything that's changed in a big amount? Can we convince her that
We did
she's
ask.
not in the right
Yeah.
place?
We
She.
tried. Like,
We have.
there's only so much convincing you can do to a giant who I was gonna say giant, but that's really repetitive. So just
And
giant.
I really don't want to spend an entire session debating with a giant and then waste an entire session on doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat of you know what game with you know who.
And honestly, we don't have to fight. We can still leave her there and do everything we've done before. I'm just saying that my character is fine with the worst situation to happen because
In real
That's
life, I'm fucking okay with demolishing the village. I don't give a shit. But
Oh,
Woe
Woe isn't.
will not like it. Like this
Well,
is
yeah.
like a very.
for the beginning of the whole thing, when I'm sure she would have been racially ostracized as well. But just
Mhm.
Yeah, but that she always is that. She doesn't care.
yeah, but the thing is, so is Scratch.
Yeah.
Scratch cares.
Like what Globbob wants to do, I mean, well, I assume what Scratch also wants to do. We meet back up. We let the giant do whatever it wants to the town as we just go around and continue on our way, delivering our message. Let live and let live. I guess. I mean,
Well, we're
She-
in
kind
some
of.
way.
We started this.
Yeah, but we kind of there's no other way out unless we spend the session looking for a cave.
And we did technically solve their problem because
Yeah.
one, we got her a place she likes. Two, we got her away from the village. We're not getting any reward for this, and I told you all from the get-go, we don't do things for free. You get paid to do things. That's what I said before any of this happened.
Happened, and then this happened.
You
And then I'm like,
started.
I taking that advice into consideration, which is why I want to like dip and let the giant do what it needs.
The giant doesn't have to go back there. It's been like, we are a ways out from the place.
Well, there's
So
a
even
chance
if-
that the dragon, the giant was summoned.
Worst case scenario is that the giant stops caring. The worst case scenario is the giant goes into the town and gets itself killed. Then that doesn't mean anything else for us. Although the worst case scenario, if we keep going with it, is us getting killed by a giant.
And also us getting a bad rep really quickly.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
I say, this is what Globbob wants to do, and this is my opinion. We just ditch it. When morning comes, we meet back up with the rest of them. Let the giant either live in the barn or attack the village or go wherever the heck it wants, and we go on our way.
To be fair to Wo's character, we will direct the giant in a different direction. If the giant stands to go to the village afterwards, we tried everything we did. We literally, the giant was right next to the village at the beginning, and we got it all the way out there.
I
More
just
than
wanted to reiterate, I am totally okay with this. I'm just saying, which is fine because fucking characters are stupid anyway. Woe, no matter what, if you let this happen, Woe's gonna be upset. But that's fine.
I know, but the thing is, Scratch still wants to give Wo the benefit of, hey, we're gonna try not to do the evil thing here, but if the evil things happen, don't blame us, because we're not the biggest thing here. The biggest thing here is a 20-foot, two-headed fucking giant.
Mm-hmm.
And we have tried. That's the point. We have done a bunch of good things for these people. I don't even care if you want me to reimburse them for all their cows. That's like, what, 20 gold per cow?
Maybe.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I can reimburse them 100. I can give them 200 gold to reimburse for the cows, and then we can just head off because our mission
Yeah.
is to get this letter to Stonehall as soon as possible.
And
Mhm.
realistically, those weren't anyone's cows. They were just grazing.
Yeah,
As far as we know.
Those were wild
No.
cows. They were not
Straight
in
up,
contention.
yeah, and even the DM said that nobody really owns the cows. They kind of graze and they do what they need
And
to.
every
when they
farm
have
in the area was abandoned anyway. If any farm left.
Yeah, we didn't see any person like, hey, what's
Exactly.
my cows?
I know.
Yeah, no, we didn't see Old Man McGucket ringing his hoe. Where's my gosh darn cows? Like, no.
And also, my character hasn't killed a single human in her lifespan.
Wait, really?
Scratch doesn't kill things unnecessarily. She does it when she has to, and she has happiness in it. But that doesn't mean she has to kill everything, because that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why? For the
Who
most
would
part,
kill everything?
For the most part, she tries to run away from a lot of things, which is her backstory is that she runs from her problems.
To be fair, Glovov did kill humans when he was in a war band, but that was a long time ago. Not
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
God-
think it's
I'm
still
sorry,
a
I
good
even
chance that
succeeded
is
in
still
my-
her home.
Yeah. And this isn't even our land to begin with. We came from Raymond, so this isn't even our problem to start with.
And war, I mean, to be fair, war band is a little loose because it was more like a band because there were a lot of bards there. It was still a war band.
Metal.
War. Huh. Ha.
What is it
What
good?
is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Except they'd say absolutely everything because while they were
But,
singing, they'd also be burning villages anyway.
But good. What would make War happy then for the party to do?
But it's like
Is this
like,
a
I don't have a cool
multi-four?
backstory for War. She's also just like into researching magic. So like this big phenomenon is happening, and then you guys are like
actually,
we're
no.
literally in it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this entire party doesn't care about that. This entire party is just like a bunch of wandering orphans.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, hear me out this one.
Well,
Bob kind of cares because he's a lore bard and he does want to know what's kind of going on with that magic anomaly, but again, he's more of a wanderer and it doesn't really interest him what's going on over there.
And also,
Again,
like, we would.
Also, I'm not talking about the party. I'm just talking about War, my man. But like,
I get you. Yeah.
No, we know that.
Although
I'm still
it's just-
talking about. I know
all
you-
about discovering magic and shit, and like, it's just with the party, it's not going great.
No,
Yeah,
not
because-
a lot of things are going great.
Woe
Yeah,
is not
because it's-
learning things. Woe wants to learn.
Well, this party wasn't made for that. This
No.
because
I know,
like,
that's why I was thinking maybe War might stay behind or something.
no, your character doesn't stay behind. Your character dies.
Yeah, he said that before. If your character
That's
like
fine.
leaves the party, they get killed.
Yeah,
But of course, if you want to switch, that would kind of.
but I'm sure that look, I am dead certain that at one point we're going to deal with the purple thing because the initial mission is go to Stonehall. Stonehall probably knows about the purple light. We go with a party to deal with that now, and then we learn about it because that hasn't left for a while.
Yeah, that's metagaming though. Like, War doesn't know that.
Yeah, but the thing is, another thing that we should know is that we made a deal to a man in charge to give a letter.
So
That's a job that we're being paid for, which is more
That
important
is
than anything.
not part of her ideals.
And that is part of Scratch's ideals, which is where she's coming in here.
But the
Exactly.
thing we're elbowing Woe with is to have a giant library.
so there's a lot of conflicting ideals here.
Exactly. I didn't make the right character for this campaign, I think.
Not really.
We can change the character. She wants money first.
Everyone in the party wants money to a big degree, except for Woe, who wants knowledge. Which, I mean, it's a conflict, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily not.
Money buys knowledge.
Money does
The more
buy
money you
knowledge.
have, the more knowledge it easily becomes accessible.
So I
That's gonna
mean,
be my argument.
it can work. The party can. The conflict right now, as I'm understanding it, is that Woe is not really okay with like purposely causing harm to these humans here.
We're not purposely causing harm to shit.
Yeah,
Right. So is
No, but
I would
Woe?
consider it.
I just want to tell this for the next question. Would Woe?
What's wrong?
Would Woe have any quarrels with us ditching this whole area and just moving on?
Yes,
What would her quarrel be exactly?
that this giant is in a shitty situation and we've said to help. We're like trying to help her, but then we just fucking leave because we can't do
We
it. I think
have
Woe would have a big
helped her.
problem.
Like
We've done
we've helped. We've done everything within our power. Unless Woe
I
has
know, and
an
I
idea,
understand
we
that.
can't do anything else. I would understand, but we physically cannot do anything else that would not likely get us killed.
She does
And
not
I
have
get
a
that.
home, and that bugs
In
Woe.
real life, myself, I'm like, yeah, fuck this giant. I don't give a shit. but like I like to stick to my like ideals as a character, and Woe would probably be like, nah, I'm sorry.
I get it, but look, ideals don't trump logic. Woe seems smart. Does she have a plan to help the giant? If Woe does not have a plan,
if Woe gives Scratch and everybody else a plan
and a good idea, we'd listen and we'd probably act on it if it was a plan.
Scratch's main thing is keep her family that she has currently alive and get money so that they can be happy.
Mm-hmm.
If not that, then you're stepping on Scratch's ideas here. Because Scratch does whatever she has to do to avoid her family getting in danger. And that giant, if they were going to fight that, we were near to them, which means we were going hit by something, which I didn't like. Because a giant hits fucking hard, and I might die. And Oprah might die, and then Global will want to leave because of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine that's going to happen to you.
We can still find our place in the mountains.
Like,
yeah, that's not what the argument is about.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm yelling. I'm yelling. We're all yelling.
I'm talking loudly!
Because
I understand
Woe's whole thing is finding information and not being a bitch. And it's just, if you leave, she'll be upset with it, and that's fine. And like, but there isn't a way for me to get around that myself.
There
in the
is.
same way
You need to. That Woe's character needs to see that. Hey, you want to find knowledge? Fucking grand. We can do that when we're alive.
That's metagaming. That's not what Woe is.
That's
not
metagaming.
metagaming.
That's using. So I can picture this conversation.
Hey, this giant can kill us. I
Yes,
don't
and
want
I
to
get
die.
that, but Woe does not think like that and would not agree with that.
So what does
Woe
Woe
would
think
not
like?
think that this giant.
Woe wants to
who
find
has
her a
been
place to lay her head and find an answer one way or another.
Yeah, but how does that correlate to the giant? I don't get it.
Find her a place in the
Because
goddamn
he-
mountains!
You didn't see the giant spirit of rage, no, did you?
The one where it almost because fucking Scratch was on their shoulder, they took a decent chunk of fire damage.
Existing.
This thing gets mad, people around it take damage for existing. It's
That
not.
doesn't change anything.
No.
It makes
It's
it
just
more
that-
dangerous.
It's not that Woe is like Woe wouldn't think the obvious thing here. It only makes sense to move on because it can't work. Woe would think I'm gonna keep trying till I can find a peaceful resolution to this because both sides need help.
No, they
Well,
don't.
They can
Well,
solve it.
for you, but Woe is different.
I
Yeah,
understand.
but why does both sides need help? I understand the giant needs help, but why does the other side need help?
The side
They're
that's
being
racist to
attacked by
her
a bunch
doesn't.
of shit.
The side that's being racist.
They have
to
a
her
bunch
doesn't-
of guards, tall walls, a bunch of security, and haven't been hit.
They don't
internally.
need your. They don't need your help. Logically, they don't need your help. They don't want it either. They shoot us away.
Okay, I have to say this again. I know that Woe does not think like that.
get
either.
that.
We're explaining
You're
it to
kind of-
Woe. We're not explaining it to you. We're explaining it to Woe.
Well, now you have to work.
That's still in that room between Globub, Scratch, and Woe. It's just
What is?
I'm not going
what
to use
is-
my voice for it.
Yeah. What is Woe's intelligence score? I'm asking out of game. What is Woe's intelligence?
She's saying
20
that you can still
is
go
my
with it,
modifier.
but
If you're-
Woe isn't going to be
Your
happy with it.
intelligence is beyond
Mhm.
superhuman. Despite your emotions, you can at least have the logic to see that there's nothing you can do.
I would argue that's wisdom.
No, that's actually intelligence. That's the
That is
logic.
That's wisdom.
That is with not that.
That is wisdom.
How would you call that?
Okay then. How about this
Because
then?
intelligence is I know facts, wisdom is I know how to apply it.
The fact of the
Safely.
matter is that you can't do anything.
That is wisdom!
Then what? Because the thing is, I still want to have a resolution that's where everybody's happy with the outcome.
Well,
That's what I
apparently
want.
that's not going to happen.
But it's going to happen one way or another.
That.
We're going to make this freaking giant eat cows and help till fields.
'Cause- so, our current course of action, other than yelling at each other, is what most of us want to do, except for Woe, is get on out of here. But what is Woe's plan to make what is Woe's plan to help
I'm
make
up
things
for
right?
Finding her a place in the mountain.
I'm up to ideas. What is Woe's
No,
plan?
Annie's going to stick and help out this thing too.
I understand that. So what is Annie and Woe's plan?
probably
find
to like sort out what the fuck is going on and try to figure out how, like, talk to them. I don't have all the information I need to make a plan, man.
Well, because Woe can do detect magic in the spot in the forest. Again, she might have been teleported or some type of sleep spell.
And like the guards, like with all the attacks, everyone's on high guard. We can probably try and talk to them and like explain the situation with the giant and like try and find a way for her to live out there and not bother them.
Alright then.
Uh-huh. And I guess it's gonna take a lot of convincing on Globob's part to stick around, but I guess.
Again, if you guys choose to leave, War will follow you. He just won't be happy, and that's fine.
No, it's not. We need to get
Yeah.
This is a
There's allowed to be
democracy. Everybody gets to
conflict.
see.
Party conflict is okay to have. It really
Yeah.
is.
This is not. Woe just goes with whatever, even if she feels bad. And then I'm trying to stay in character. I don't want to change her.
Yes, but Scratch, in character, wants to get Woe's approval, so he's going to try to do this. And Woe is just the only piece of the party who doesn't seem to like Scratch. And that's kind of what Scratch wants right now, is like, I want approval from everybody.
Scratch only
like
wants me for my Nathan Fillion.
No, she doesn't.
That's not true, you know that.
Like, for real, Scratch is just straight up like, hey, I want your approval for this whole thing, so if this is what we gotta do to get you to like me, sure.
So I suggest
So-
maybe we can see about checking that spot in the forest.
Yeah, we'll get it painted in the morning, we'll head over to you guys, explain the situation, and we have Nathan Fillion as an alias to go back inside whenever we need to.
We'll get stuff, and then are we transforming the barn into a good home, or are we looking for a cave?
We can do a
Let's
little bit of...
transform the bomb into a likable home for now.
Yes. Do you think that she'll be like, alright, so here's a fictional but possible ending. She's satisfied with the barn home. Is that enough for us to leave on? Like, she's satisfied she's not going to attack the other people. Is that good for us to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good outcome. Okay, so best case scenario, we make the barn and she loves it. It's glamorous and we do it, we do that right, and then we're moving. That's the best case scenario for making over the barn. Although there's a few worst case scenarios for that too.
We have the option still also to find a cave by the mountains.
The mountains are pretty far away from.
Yeah, if that's the case, you might as well also go check out that purple bloody light in the sky.
Yeah, so our best plan
we
is
can
to
also
try and
just
make it
find
over the
answers
barn.
to see if why the tracks only start in the forest and don't really go anywhere.
I guess, but who are we gonna find
'Cause-
answers from is the question.
Woe
I
can
had such
detect
a
magic.
I had such a mind in the beginning. Okay, carry me up to your face. Let me stab you in the eye and get this done and over with. And then I was like, you know what? Let me be nice. And now we're here.
And this is
Now
what
we're
being
here.
this is where being nice gets you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to attack. I was like preparing our vicious mockery. Let's get this fight over. We'll kill the thing.
Yeah, but I didn't. I
mean, I
don't
enjoyed
think
that. I
every-
enjoyed this. Sorry, go on.
I know. I was like, I didn't think that everything needs to have a fight to solve the problem. But now it's like,
It's
a fight could have solved it.
I enjoyed the
Granted,
social
if you
encounter.
guys would have fought, we would have had a big battle. It would have been fun, and then things would have happened after that. So,
Yeah.
True.
but this
Maybe-
is just as much fun to me.
Maybe the
It's
god
okay,
would have liked
it's
us despite
okay.
our race.
I enjoyed the laughs and all the fun from the fucking.
I'm going.
social
I don't know.
encounter. That was great.
I'm gonna be real with you. If like the gods have like a bias towards every other race, but like Tieflings, like, oh Tieflings, you guys are so cool. I'm going to kill somebody. I'm straight up going to walk to this place and kill them. Like, oh, bias, wonderful. Stab. I'm sorry for your puppies.
Puppies.
Stab them in the keister so they can't make any more children.
No. Puppies doesn't like the flower.
Ah,
I like puppies. I like animals.
I like puppies. Oh,
I do think, however, though, that I might. After this Stonehall mission, I do think I will let Scratch die.
ooh.
Mm.
Why let her die though?
Because until she gets Woe's approval, she's gonna go with her normal backstory thing of just like, yeah, fuck this, run away. Also, I actually kind of like this dynamic so far. It's like, let me get everybody's approval.
Will's like, no.
Love me.
Although to be fair, we did just high five in front of her face, saying that we preferred Nathan Filone over her.
Oh, that's so mean. That's
Which
so mean.
obviously you don't really care that much about the role. You just want Nathan Fillion.
I thought it would be cool if, like, she slowly starts, like, trying her best to become Nathan Fillion, like, finding a catapult herself and, like...
She
Oh
ends
my
up in
God.
this, like, whole, like, mentality problem.
Obviously, Nathan Fillion is a lot more accepted than Woe is. I hate to say it, but...
Well,
So-
Nathan Fillion hasn't called me creepy yet, so you know.
That's Woe's new character. She
And
drinks
see,
a
the thing
potion
is,
and
if this
permanently
wasn't
becomes-
Nathan Fillion, if it was somebody that I didn't care as much about, I would so be just ragging on you guys.
Really?
But it's Nathan fucking Fillion.
There's no
Yeah, it's
context
kind of
there.
hard to like, you know. Oh, hello there, pale tiefling girl. You're not an attractive, rugged man with great look.
You don't even know who Nathan Fillion is! You can't appreciate him like I appreciate him.
I actually can appreciate him because I know other things that he's worked on. I don't remember actors' names because, you know, one thing's for certain. They don't know my name. Why should I know theirs?
Have you guys watched Dr. Horrible?
That sounds like something white. Should I watch it?
It's got Nathan Fillion singing in it, and he's all buff and shit. And I have this shirt that he wears. I have the outfit that he wears in there.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
So, how was the session today, Atti? How did you enjoy this?
I
Oh.
loved this. This was good.
Did you expect me to do what I did, or did you think I was going to actually attack it?
50-50, like, it could have been any direction.
Mhm.
This party was
Wonderful.
Really,
really
like, the situation was set up to where you guys could do whatever.
Wonderful. As long as I keep the DM guessing, I'm happy.
This party is like a orb of chaos. You don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, because, like, hey guys, I have a mission for you. I'm magic and stuff scratch. I will kill you if you don't give me all the answers I want today. See the giant threatening a tongue. You're my friend.
Let's help make friends. Be all kind and
Friends.
happy. And now we're in a magical rose garden of friendship. She's our friend, right? Yeah, she's
I
our
think
friend.
she's a friend. I don't know yet.
Well, I'm sure she's friendly
Yes.
to us.
Anyway, I will be back in a bit. I'm going to get something to eat, and then
Go get something to eat.
if anybody's up for anything later tonight, I might or may not join. No.
Yeah, that might be fun.
Perhaps. Maybe, if anything happens.
Guess we'll get something figured out. We'll in stream in our plotting, and we'll go to our new plot later.
Yep.
We'll be back.